And we are joined by the manager for the Reading Fightin Phillies, Al Padrique. He has been visiting with us each and every week. Skip, last night you get the series off to a good start. Always good to get off to a good start. Even better when you jump on a team for 6 runs in the first inning. That had to feel pretty good.
Bob, yeah, hello again. Definitely, anytime you start a first game, winning again the way we did it last night, that builds the confidence up and gives the ball club and a motivation to show up today and continue playing well. We had a rough one against New Hampshire. We lost 5 out of 6, but last night I saw a different team, a lot of energy, good chemistry in the dugout. So we're hoping that tonight we'll continue moving the line and see what happens.
What was the message to the team before the start of the game last night to be more aggressive early in counts, kind of don't let the pitcher dictate the count? You guys more in essence, you guys control those at-bats in that first inning?
Yes, we did. Tyler Henson, our hitting coach, that's at one point he brought it up in the case yesterday that we need to put ourselves on good hitting counts, and when we do that, we need to take advantage. Lately, we've been chasing a lot of balls out of the strike zone, putting ourselves behind in the count, and as everybody knows, it's not easy to hit a baseball, especially at a high level when you're always behind the count. So we have to be aggressive, be smart at the same time, enjoy the game, have some fun, and just go one pitch at a time, and I think that was what we did last night.
Tyler Henson's talked about that. You've talked about that a lot, being aggressive early in counts, and that this team is best when it is aggressive early in counts, and that's when you had some really good success. But the offense has been slowed down a little bit. You think that's what happened? You kind of lost that aggressiveness? I mean, it is some different players here now than were here earlier in the year. Is it that? Is it just the constant learning of the game of baseball?
It is a combination, Bob. Like you said, we got a new player from Jersey Club, and we still have some guys that start the season with us, and also guys that get a little fatigue mentally, and then they start doing different things that it's not part of the plan, or it's not part of the what type of hitters they are. So they're trying to do too much. Once you get out your plan and try different things, well, no reason, that's when you put yourself in trouble. You put a lot of pressure on yourself, and instead of seeing the ball, hit the ball hard, you worry about the numbers. You 0 for 2, 0 for 3, and then you start changing your stance. You start worrying about mechanics thing in the middle of the bat. That's impossible to hit that way.
You mentioned the word fatigue, and this time of year, that's certainly something I'm sure that comes up in conversations. How do you, as a manager who's been doing this for a long time now, when you get to August, September of a season, how do you manage your guys and try and keep them as fresh as possible down the stretch?
Well, number one, what we do, we cut down the workload. We pick the days where we can have a show and go. What I mean by that, I let the guys come in a little later than normal. We cut down the swings in the cage, and if we do anything outside, it's just ground ball. The outfielder would take some fly ball a little bit just to get that blood going. And then, again, you got to keep your eyes on the guys. You look at how many at-bats, how many games they have played, and basically we talk about quality, no quantity. Once you reach to the second half of the season, June, July, and that's when you need to be smart and do enough you can get ready for the game, be able to succeed and compete.
You jump on a team for 6 runs in the first inning, and everybody wants to talk about the offense, and then you kind of forget about the fact that the guy on the mound for you last night, Zach Hockey, very quietly went about his job and did a really good job and gave you 6 really strong innings.
Yes, as a team offensive, that's what we need to do early in the game. Jump ahead, score first, and give our starter a chance to pitch with the lead. Play defense with the lead. I guarantee you it's a lot of more fun when you play, when you have the lead. Once you get behind and you often is struggling a little bit, and then you put more pressure on the guy on the mound, which is maybe can be the starter or the bullpen, because they feel like they have to make perfect pitch, get everybody, strike everybody out, and that's not the right way to play the game. So offensively, yes, our job is to give our starter the lead. Hockey got it early last night. We scored 6 runs. Portland's bullpen did a good job by putting zeros on the board, but our guy last night, Hockey, he was on and threw the ball real well.
And the guy who finished the game last night, Ryan Kirkering, has been pitching just really good baseball as of late. He has been everything as advertised since he's come up here to AA Reading. He has converted his last 5 save opportunities. I believe it's 12 of his last 13 appearances. He has not allowed an earned run. It really feels like he's settling into that closer role pretty comfortably.
Yes, you can feel in the dugout when we have the lead and we're going through the night. We see Kirker on the mound. You can see the look on the face, everybody in the dugout, out the guys on the field, that we have a chance to win that game. Kirker is very special. Got good stuff. He's very aggressive. He's a guy that loves to compete, and he's not afraid of anything or anybody. So anytime, again, we have the lead, this is the guy that you can count on.
Yeah, and his stock has certainly risen in the Phillies organization this year with what he's done. But I thought it's kind of interesting to watch his evolution here in Reading, because when he got here, even with the reputation he had, you kind of let him have a chance to earn that spot as the closer, if you will, to get that ninth inning. Let him get used to being here, pitching in this environment in the seventh inning, in the eighth inning, before you put him in those big spots in the ninth inning. It's all really part of the education and the evolution to eventually get to that big spot in the ninth.
Yes, you need to give them a chance to get their feet wet. Have a couple of outings. Where you don't have to worry about losing the game, or just to make sure that you help the team win. We let him have a couple of innings where he can relax, show us what he can do, and as he's showing that he starts feeling comfortable, and we know the potential that this kid has, and that's when we say, okay, it's time for him to pitch in leverage situation, save some games, and see what he can do, and then he's done a great job.
Now the guy on the mound tonight, Mick Abel, has had back-to-back really good starts. 7 innings against Harrisburg 2 weeks ago, 5 innings last week against New Hampshire. What's going to take for Abel to kind of build off those last 2 outings and string together a third straight good start?
The key for him is to work early in the count, get ahead, not throw too many pitches in the first 2-3 innings. If he stays away from doing that, he should be able to give a solid 5-6 inning. Again, the key is for him to attack early the zone, and then use a secondary pitch that he can throw for a strike, have a better command throwing those pitches on fastball count, and I'm sure he's going to be good.
Reading Fightin Phil's Portland Sea Dogs tonight. You are listening to and watching our pregame show, talking with the manager, Al Padrique. This season has not been what you would have liked it to have been in terms of wins and losses. But if you look at some of the things off the field that have happened here in 2023 here in Reading, you got a chance to say, Johan Rojas, you're going to the big leagues. You got a chance to pick up your 1,000th win. Last week you got a chance to meet somebody who was named after you from your baseball card. It's been kind of a fun season for you, your first year here in Baseball Town.
Well, I'm not worried so much about Al Padrique. I just worry about the team, and you mentioned the first name, Roja. He did a great job by having a good start right away. The Major League Club had a need to have a guy like Roja. Well happy and proud of him that he's doing well with the Phillies. And we have a few guys that went up to Aleja Valley, like Kroom, Paco, Key, McKay, Phillips. I mean, a bunch of guys that had the chance to pitch in AAA or play in AAA, and they're doing well. So that's our job, that's our goal when the season starts. Obviously, we would like to have a winning season, go to the championship, because that's part of the development process in the minor league. But again, we have a lot of good things. I would say that the negative things, and I'm happy the way this team is being played in the second half. Now we got 11 games left, and that's one thing we told them yesterday. We need to finish strong and carry on for next year and finish up on a good note.
And we talked a lot of baseball right there. I want to kind of, the non-baseball stuff. You're closing in on the end of your first year, not just in Reading, but in the Phillies organization. And, it's a long season. I don't know how many times you really have a chance to kind of sit back and reflect on, where you're at in your career, your life, on the season. But when it's all said and done, when it's next month and you're sitting out by a pool or by the beach and you're enjoying the offseason so far, what's Al Padrique going to remember from 2023?
Well, number one, how fun it was, is being here in Reading. The fans, I tell you what, they've been outstanding. The people around, when my wife and I go to the grocery store, we go walk in the store, how polite they are. They don't talk about the game, obviously, they don't know who I am, but just the fact that they're so polite, so kind, that's something that impresses us right away. The stadium atmosphere, outstanding. The playing field, the ground crew have done a great job working with the front office, working with you guys, Bob, and you, Jake.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium, the Reading Fightin Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs. Game 2 of this home series finale for the Fightin Phils. After winning last night's game, the Phils are now 27-31. They take on a Sea Dogs team that is now 28-30.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. Let's take a look at the Golden Oaks Landscaping starting lineup for the visiting Sea Dogs. Playing in his second game at AA is center fielder Roman Anthony. Batting in the 2 spot is Nick York. Chase Mydroth will bat 3rd. Nathan Hickey bats 4th and is the DH tonight for the Sea Dogs. Blaze Jordan will bat 5th. Kyle Teal will bat 6th. Philip Sykes bats 7th. Alex Bonelis will bat in the 8th spot. And Corey Rozier bats 9th. In that lineup faces right-hander for the Fightin Phils, Mick Abel.
Phillies number 2 overall prospect, making his 21st start of the year. He is 4-5 with a 4.52 ERA, 97 2/3 innings pitched, 69 hits allowed, 57 walks, 111 strikeouts. Abel is currently 10 2/3 innings shy of his innings pitched mark last year, so he can give you a couple of good starts. He should get close to that. We'll see what the Phillies do the last week of the AAA season after AA is done. Maybe he gets another start, maybe not, but looks like Abel pretty much on pace to match his innings pitched numbers from last year. And he's coming off a really good string of his last 2 starts where he's gone 12 innings, 4 hits, and just 2 earned runs. So look to build on that tonight.
Roman Anthony leading it off, the number 2 prospect in the Phillies organization, facing the number 2 prospect in the Boston Red Sox organization. Roman Anthony is just 19 years of age, just turned 19 on May the 13th. Drafted by the Red Sox out of Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida in the 2022 draft. And already here in AA, after spending 54 games this season in High A Greenville, where he hit .294 with 12 home runs and 38 RBIs, also had 14 doubles. He was 1 for 4 last night with an infield single in his first AA hit, left-hand hitter. And the first pitch from Mick Abel is up and away, ball 1.
Right on time tonight at 6:45 on the dot.
Abel's 1-0 pitch. It's also outside, ball 2. Our game time temperature for tonight, a crisp 89 degrees, another sun splash night. Wind blowing by measured at 7-8 miles an hour, although the flag right now on top of the left center field scoreboard is fairly still. 2-0 pitch is lined into center field. Marcus Lee Sang will break in on it, and he will cover the ground necessary to catch it for out number 1 here in the first inning. All right, weather forecast brought to you by EPAW Weather Consulting, your source for public and private forecasts in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and northern and eastern Maryland. So 1 out now here in the first. That'll bring up Nick York to the plate for the Portland Sea Dogs, a AA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox. Nick York also a highly regarded prospect in the Red Sox organization. He swings at the first pitch from Abel and rolls it to short. Casey Martin make the play in plenty of time for out number 2. 2 quick outs for Abel here in the first. The defense behind the right-hander, Ethan Wilson is in left. Marcus Lee Sang, as we already told you, is in center. Baron Radcliffe is in right field. Jalen Ortiz at first. Oliver Dunn at second. The man who just made that last play. Casey Martin is at shortstop. Pedro Martinez gets to start at third base tonight, and Cody Roberts is behind the plate. Chase Mydroth stands in for the Sea Dogs, and the first pitch from Abel is a slider that just misses inside. Had Mydroth flinching a little bit, thinking maybe it was going to be a fastball, but Abel misses inside. It's 1-0. And that fastball misses up high, and it's now 2-0.
One thing Al Pedrique told us in the pregame show tonight was really want to keep the pitch count down from Abel the first few innings. Well, here's an opportunity at just that.
2-0 pitch. Mydroth taking all the way, it appears, and takes it for a called strike. Mydroth playing much more at shortstop now. Was playing more third base the last time the Sea Dogs were here, but with the injury situation to Marcelo Meyer, one of the top prospect in the Red Sox organization, Mydroth now getting more time at shortstop. There's an excellent breaking ball from Mick Abel. The curveball breaks right over the plate. Mydroth not thinking he's going to get a 2-1 breaking ball, and does, and now Abel has the count even at 2-2. Mick Abel right back quickly to work. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and it is a solid first inning for the Phil's prospect, Mick Abel, as he gets the Sea Dogs 1-2-3 when we return to Baseball Town. The home team bats for the first time.
Gear up for Fightin Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback black R-Train R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
Fightin' Phil's to the plate. Here is their Golden Oaks Landscaping starting lineup for Reading tonight. Marcus Lee Sang is in the leadoff spot. Carlos De La Cruz will be the DH for the Phils tonight. He's batting second. Oliver Dunn bats third. Ethan Wilson will bat cleanup. Jalen Ortiz back in the lineup will bat fifth. Barrett Radcliffe also back in the Phils lineup bats sixth. Casey Martin seventh. Pedro Martinez bats eighth. And Cody Roberts bats ninth. First pitch to Marcus Lee Sang is over for a called strike from right-hander Angel Bastardo on the mound for the Sea Dogs.
Bastardo's third start overall of Portland. He's 0-1, a 5.73 ERA, 11 innings, 10 hits, 7 earned runs, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts.
Comes with a fastball up high that Marcus Lee Sang swings through and misses. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Lee Sang, who's hitting at just 175 since his call-up from Jersey Shore. 6 extra base hits, 2 of them home runs. Tries to check his swing. They appeal, and he did indeed hold up. So it's 1-2. Marcus Lee Sang 0 for 4 in last night's game. And now time is called at the plate in a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Defense behind Bastardo. Corey Rozier is in left field. Roman Anthony is in center. Philip Sykes is in right. Blaze Jordan is at first base. Nick York at second. Chase Mydroth is at short. Alex Pinellas is the third baseman. And Kyle Teal gets his first start behind the plate, and that pitch to Marcus Lee Sang is over for a called strike 3. Out number 1 here in the first.
Bastardo was called up to Double-A Portland on August 24th. Made 21 starts with High-A Greenville. Was 2-7, a 4.62 ERA across 21 starts.
That'll bring Carlos De La Cruz to the plate. Carlos with his 23rd home run of the season last night. Leads the Phils and among the Eastern League leaders. And the first pitch to him misses for a ball. 264 on the season with 23 home runs. And it was a 2-run home run, giving him 61 and now 62 RBIs on the year. 1-0 pitch coming from the right-hander Bastardo. Swings and fouls it. Down the third base line. Manager for the Fightin' Phils, Al Padrique, pounces on it. Will turn it into a souvenir. Harry Ricker coaching in the first base coaching box for the Fightins, as they have almost the entire season. 1-1 pitch. De La Cruz started and stopped, but they said he did not stop in time. Carlos thought he did. They do say he swung. For home plate umpire tonight, Matt Blackborough, calling first base is Denver Dangerfield, and Willie Traynor is at third. That pitch is way outside. It's now 2-2 to Carlos De La Cruz. Ricker still doing a little talking down that first base box as to whether or not that was a swing on the part of De La Cruz. So it's 2-2 now to De La Cruz. That's outside again, and now the count is full.
Yeah, you can definitely tell Ricker was saying something to Dangerfield. He walks up between pitches and he's like dusting some dirt around the first base line. Definitely is letting Dangerfield know his thoughts on that.
And that is outside ball 4. Yeah, he's not asking him for the lottery numbers. That I can guarantee you. Carlos De La Cruz does work his way on board with a walk. 1 out base runner for Oliver Dunn. Dunn among the league leaders in walks. He walked once last night, a single, and a 1 for 3 night. Takes us to our Phils team leader. Presented to you by Cross Country Mortgage Loan Officer Johanna Arias. Oliver Dunn leads the team in hitting at 277, leads them in RBIs at 78, on base percentage and slugging percentage. among the many categories that Oliver Dunn is leading this Phil's team in 2023. That's today's cross-country Morgantown officer, Johanna Arias, our Phil team leader. Contact Johanna today at 484-554-9969. First pitch to Dunn is up and in for a ball. 1-0 pitch is way inside. It's 2-0, and suddenly Bastardo has lost the strike zone a little bit. And the catcher, Kyle Teal, is going to call timeout.
Had a nice conversation with Dunn today, just about season as a whole, reflecting on the year and off-season goals that he has. Very exciting off-season ahead for Oliver Dunn. He gets married. His brother started his pro baseball career a couple months ago. His sister starts med school, so a very exciting couple of months ahead, and in retrospect, too, for the Dunn family. That interview in full will air on our pregame show Friday night prior to Reading and Portland's Game 4 of the series at 6:30.
Oliver just turned 26 years of age over the weekend. That pitch again from Bastardo is inside, so he's missed on 3 straight now to Dunn after missing on the final 3 pitches he threw to Carlos De La Cruz. So 6 straight outside the strike zone now from Angel Bastardo. He's got himself in a jam here in the first. De La Cruz takes his lead off of first base, and that pitch is there for a strike. It's 3-1.
Looks like Dunn taking all the way, as you should, when guy has thrown 6 straight balls, and now it's back to a hitter's count, Dunn. But same thing, you're looking 1 pitch, 1 spot here.
Big swing, no contact. Now the count is full. Philip Sykes, the right fielder, and Roman Anthony, the center fielder, playing Oliver Dunn very deep and pretty much straight away. Corey Frazier, left fielder, playing him a little bit to the third base side, if you will, in left field. Playing a little bit more around the other way. That one is outside. Oliver Dunn works a walk as well. Back-to-back walks here in the first. And with 1 out, it'll bring Ethan Wilson to the plate.
Yeah, great at-bat from Oliver Dunn, who whiffed that walk. Dunn now in sole possession of first place in the Eastern League in walks this year. He just passed current New York Yankee, former Somerset Patriot, Jason Dominguez for the Eastern League lead, and won't be the last, I think, first in the Eastern League category we'll see Dunn in before the year is up.
Ethan Wilson will take the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Wilson at 253 on the season, 17 home runs and 57 RBIs. Oh, 1 pitch. Oh, inside again. 1-1. Starter right now having some trouble on that pitch. Missing consistently the left-hand hitters. Low and inside, and was outside, obviously, the right-hander Carlos De La Cruz. He's put them both on by way of walks. Wilson rips one foul off the facing of the Savage 61 dugout suite. So now the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ethan Wilson.
That was an off-speed pitch that was inside. Wilson turned on it. 103 off the bat. Stung it hard off the facing of the dugout suite.
Ethan, 23 years of age, native of Alabama. 1-2 pitch. Lifts this one into shallow left field. Going to be a long run for the shortstop, Mydroth, but he'll make the catch in fair territory. Everybody has to stay put.
Nice play by Mydroth, but nobody at first was covering third. At the last second, Teal, the catcher, and Bastardo, the pitcher, both raced over to the bag to cover it before Carlos De La Cruz could have thought about taking off.
So that will bring Jalen Ortiz to the plate. Ortiz at 207 on the season. 8 home runs, 33 RBIs. Did not play in Game 1 of the series last night, coming off a 4-for-14 series against New Hampshire. Ortiz settles in from the right-hand batter's box, facing the right-handed pitching of Angel Bastardo, with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the first. And that one misses for a ball. Phil struck big in the bottom of the first last night with a 6 spot, trying to get some blood here in the first again tonight. 1-0 now to Ortiz. That's way outside. It's 2-0. 95 on the radar gun for the 21-year-old Angel Bastardo, native of Venezuela, signed by the Red Sox as an international free agent in 2018. Was promoted from Greenville, the high A affiliate for the Red Sox, on August the 24th. As Jake said, making his 3rd start for the Sea Dogs. That one's outside again, and Ortiz gets himself in a 3-0 count. Take a look down at Al Padrique, who does not make eye contact. So it's Ortiz on his own at 3-0. See it, like it, hit it. If not, take it. Sounds simple enough. Swing and a miss, no contact. Jalen Ortiz, if he hit it, that ball would still be sailing somewhere. But he comes up empty. Mighty cut for Ortiz. He does not get cheated. That is for sure. It's now 3-1. That's over in the outside corner for strike 2. It's now a full count to Ortiz. So now the runners will be off. De La Cruz from second, Oliver Dunn from first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the first. And that misses for a ball 4. So the third walk of the inning. Phil's now with the bases loaded, and the baton gets passed now to Baron Radcliffe.
Well, if there's a guy who's be batting with the bases loaded, don't hate having Baron Radcliffe at the plate, I'll tell you that for sure.
Radcliffe was 4 for 10 in the New Hampshire series with a double and 2 home runs, giving him now 9 home runs on the season, 19 RBIs as the left-hander stands in. And the first pitch to him is 0 for a ball.
Radcliffe is 0 for 6 this year with 5 strikeouts when the bases are loaded. I think it's safe to say he's due.
But at the same time, as the guy having control issues, as Bastardo is, you got to be patient. That's way inside. It's 2-0 because you're anxious because you want to hit in this situation because you want to get your team up on top. But at the same time, you got to make him throw strikes.
And here at 2-0, I think you have to be taking all the way. You do not want to gift him anything and get him back in this count.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the first. 2-0 count to Baron Radcliffe. Chopper to first, no problem for Blaze Jordan on a big Sunday hop on a Wednesday night. And that will do it for the Phils as Jordan makes the play all by his lonesome. And the Phils end up with nothing in the first. No runs, no hits. They leave the bases loaded. One complete baseball town. Sea Dogs and Phils are scoreless.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information. Top half of the second inning alongside Jake Starr. My name is Bob McCool. Fightin' Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs are scoreless as we start the second. Nathan Hickey facing Mick Abel. And first pitch swinging. Hickey lifts this one left side of the infield. Pedro Martinez in fair territory. Third baseman squeezes it for a quick one pitch, one out here in the second.
Well, if you're looking to keep pitches down, first pitch out, second time Abel's gotten one of those tonight is a good recipe to do that. Pedro Martinez makes a nice play as well against Nathan Hickey.
I'll bring Blaze Jordan to the plate. Jordan was 1 for 4 last night with a double. His double actually was the second hit of the night for the Sea Dogs after Zach Hockey pitched a brilliant 6 innings, giving up just 1 hit before his night was complete. First pitch from McAble to the right-handed hitting Blaze Jordan is over for a called strike 1. Second pitch is chopped towards third. Down the line, Martinez makes the throw from deep in foul territory, and on a couple hops, Jalen Ortiz will dig it out. Fine play on both ends of the diamond. That's 2 down here in the second.
Adrian Martinez is playing excellent defense here in the inning, and he knew the base runner he had running didn't have the best speed in the world, so he said, all right, I'm not going to try and rush anything. I'm going to set my feet. Made a strong 1-hop throw across the diamond.
Martinez has played second, short, and third for the Phils. Nick Ward, who played third base last night, ended up taking a bad hop ground ball off the chin, having the night off tonight. Martinez played second last night, makes the play at third here for 2 down as Kyle Teal now steps in. Teal also, like Roman Anthony, called up at the same time before yesterday's game from High A Greenville, making their Double-A debut. He too had an RBI, a single and an RBI in last night's game. Big swing here, no contact. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. So some of the top prospects in the Red Sox organization right now on this Sea Dog team. Again, facing one of the top prospects in the Phillies organization as well in Mick Abel. 1 ball and 1 strike from Abel. Big swing, no contact, and he's ahead of Teal. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Abel reached back for a little bit more. 98 on that fastball up in the zone. Said, hey, new kid on the block. Here's all I got. Catch up with it.
Teal just drafted this past spring in the 2023 draft by the Red Sox, and already here at Double-A, and that one's outside. It's 2-2. So Teal, a product of Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year this year. That's what you got to remember. He was playing college baseball when this minor league baseball season got underway. Played at 14 games for Greenville. He takes that one for a ball. In 14 games, he had 20 hits. He was 9 of his first 14 at High A, so you can understand why they pushed him along so quickly. After 14 games, he hit 377, so they thought, well, let's see what you can do at Double-A. 3 balls and 2 strikes as he stands in now from the left-hand batter's box. And that's over for a call, strike 3, and that'll do it for the Sea Dogs in the second. Another 1-2-3 inning from Mick Abel. We'll head to the second when we come back to Baseball Town. Still scoreless.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Our Phil's Fiesta Friday partner.
The Reading Fightin Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
We head to the bottom half of the second inning. Cornwall, presented to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, Pennsylvania, outside of Lebanon. Casey Martin leading off for the Fightin Phils and hits one hard down the third baseline and headed towards the Sea Dog bullpen. They'll turn into a souvenir, just like the crazy hot dog vendor did with his thing in between innings, turned some hot dogs into some souvenirs. No balls and a strike to Casey Martin. He swings at the next pitch and drives this one to right field. Philip Sykes will drift back, and right in front of the wall, in front of the pool in right field, will make the catch for out number 1.
You don't think at first Martin may have gotten a little bit of off the end of the bat, but he kind of just muscled it out towards right and had pretty good carry. Went 308 feet to deep right.
Speaking of pretty good carry to right field, Pedro Martinez had a pretty good carry last night. Hit a 3-run home run for the Phils in the bottom half of the first inning. One of 2 hits he had in last night's game. Batting from the left-hand side as he did last night, switch hitter Pedro Martinez takes one up high for a ball. Martinez rattled one off the rack train sign in right center field for his 3-run home run last night. And he fouls this one away. So Pedro has shown the Sea Dogs that he's got some power. He hit a bomb in Portland for one of his 4 home runs, and he hits one off of them here in this series. 2 of his 4 home runs on the year against Portland. This one tapped towards short. Mydroth has to wait for it, and a little bit delay to get rid of it, but just in time to get Pedro Martinez at first base.
I think Ray Ricker might have something to say to Denver Dangerfield after that.
Here comes those lottery number conversation again.
Immediately flipped his back around and did not want to engage in any conversation.
Took Mydroth a while. It was a slow roller, and he waited for it to come to him. And it may have double clutched a little bit before he finally got rid of it. Give Martinez credit for hustling out of the box. And I'll bring Cody Roberts to the plate now with 2 outs. And that pitch is outside for a ball. 2 outs here in the inning. The 9-hole hitter Cody Roberts batting. .219 on the season. 1-0 pitch is over for a called strike. Roberts 1 for 11 in the series against New Hampshire, but it was a home run. His 6th home run of the season. 1-1 pitch to him is lifted down the first base line in foul territory. Blaze Jordan will give it chase and make the catch in with a little bit of room to spare, and that'll do it. A quick and smooth inning for Bastardo here in the second as the Phils go 1-2-3, 2 complete in Reading. It's the Sea Dogs and the Phils scoreless.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARA. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this. Ooh. So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
We head to the top of the third, still scoreless here in Reading. Portland Sea Dogs will send 7, 8, and 9 to the plate facing Mick Abel. Abel with a couple of strikeouts, has not walked a batter as of yet. As Sykes leads off, hitting at .219 on the season. An 0 for 4 night last night. Right-handed hitter settles in. The first pitch from Abel is there for a called strike. Sykes, a 18th round draft pick for the Red Sox in 2021 out of Texas Christian University.
Well, don't ask him about their football team.
No, he's not a big fan of Deion Sanders, I wouldn't think, because that one's a check swing, but they say he went around, or it was a called strike, one or the other. It's strike 2. I think they said he went around. So it's no balls and 2 strikes to Philip Sykes. 9 home runs on the year, 40 RBIs. And stays alive, just gets a piece of that one. Stay at no balls and 2 strikes. Philadelphia Phillies game is now final in San Diego. The Phils hold on to win that one 5-1 and have taken 2 out of 3 in San Diego. And Phillies with a night off tomorrow as they'll make the trip back from the West Coast to Philadelphia. They'll begin a series with the Marlins. Citizens Bank Park on Friday. Here's a slow roll to third. Pedro Martinez up with it across the diamond in time for out number 1.
Pedro Martinez show continues. He made a couple of nice plays last inning. Another play this inning. He's really looked, I think, shortstop I know is his more natural spot, but of the other positions he's played, second and third, he's looked pretty good, pretty comfortable with them as of late. And third base, too, he's really kind of come into his own there.
It gives Al Padrique so much versatility, being able to play those 3 positions. Plus, as a switch hitter, it allows him to use him in different ways depending on who the pitcher is, whether he wants them to bat left-handed or right-handed. As Alex Pinellas now bats, left-handed hitter for the Sea Dogs. And the first pitch to him is over for a strike. The second also over for a strike. Abel quickly works ahead of Alex Pinellas. No balls and 2 strikes. Pinellas tied with Nathan Hickey for the team lead for Portland in home runs with 15 on the season. 0-2 pitch to him. Again, started and stopped, and they'll say he did not go around. So it's 1-2 to Pinellas. Pinellas originally drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers in 2021. Traded with Jackie Bradley Jr. to the Red Sox in a Hunter Renfroe trade. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Mick Abel is out number 2 here in the third.
Yeah, the thing of Abel is when that off-speed pitch, when he kind of can start it hip high, maybe a little lower towards the knees, and just have it fall off the table the way he did right there, that's a pretty good pitch. 49 degrees of vertical break from Mick Abel on that last pitch, so looking good. 8 up, 8 down so far.
Corey Rozier now bats for the Sea Dogs. The 9-hole hitter is hitting at .289 on the season. That's up and in. He's had a good year for Portland. .289 with 7 home runs, 39 RBIs. He's also got 22 doubles, 6 triples, and he leads the league in stolen bases with 48. 1-0 pitch is way up high. It's 2-0. Rozier was 0 for 3 in last night's game. He was originally drafted by the Seattle Mariners. Traded a couple of times as he lifts this one foul down the third baseline. Originally traded in 2021 to the Padres in a trade involving Adam Frazier, the former Pittsburgh Pirates, and then traded again in August of 2022 to the Red Sox from San Diego, along with Eric Hosmer for left-handed pitcher Jay Groom. That's how he ends up in the Red Sox organization and takes that one for a called strike. So it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rozier, who will turn 24 tomorrow, just like my colleague in the booth. Am I right?
You're putting me on the spot? Oh my gosh, me and Corey Rozier are the exact same birthday.
How about that's
we were
what
born
I
on
just
the exact
said.
same day.
I said
he was born in
just
Maryland.
like my colleague in the booth, and you had to think about who that was for a second.
Well, now you're putting me on the spot. I don't like
don't
when
know
it's
how
about
old
me.
you are?
Well, I know I'm going to be 24 tomorrow.
Well, so's he. 2-2 pitch is beat foul down the first baseline.
6 years away from 30.
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
16 years away from 40 if you want to keep going, just so you know.
Closer to 40 than I am being born.
That's true, you are. It's all but over from here. Nothing but downhill, Jake.
Only
Sorry to tell you.
downhill.
It doesn't get any better than this. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Rozier. This one up the middle, backhanded by Dunn, off balance throw, can't get much on it, and Rozier is safe. He's got good speed, and got to assume that'll be a base hit, and the first for the Sea Dogs.
If Dunn gets that out cleanly, it's going to be a really close play, but was a tough play regardless. So, yeah, you definitely can't charge that an error on Oliver Dunn without a doubt. I mean, yeah, Rozier's 48 for 55 in stolen bases this year, so he legs himself out an infield single. But you're able to 2 outs, flip the script, get to the next batter.
Also flips the batting order now to the leadoff man, Roman Anthony, who flew out to center field his first time up. Hit it hard, but right at Marcus Lee Sang. And the first pitch to him is inside for a ball. As Jake said, you got to keep an eye on Rozier. 48 stolen bases on the year. He'll take his lead off at first with a 1-0 count to the left-hand hitting Roman Anthony. That's, I guess, not there for ball 2. Thought it was. So did Cody Roberts. He's still expressing his thoughts.
I'll say it clipped bottom of the zone, but home plate umpire Matt Blackborough happens to disagree.
So it's now 2-0 to Anthony. And just like he did the first time up with a 2-0 count, swings, and this time he fouls it off. Last time is when he lined out to Marcus Lee Sang, who's playing it pretty shallow in center field.
And way over.
Yes. So too is Ethan Wilson, playing shallow and over towards the third baseline for the left-hand hitter. If Roman Anthony can pull a ball, he's going to run for a while. It's 2 balls and a strike. Pickoff attempt, a little bit of a high throw. Jalen Ortiz tries for the swipe tag, but Rozier's back easily. 2-1 to Roman Anthony. 2 outs, runner at first base, top half of the third inning. Scoreless between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs. Abel takes a very deliberate approach here, comes to the pitch, and again, Anthony beats it foul. Now the count is even at 2-2. So Abel kind of being a little bit more deliberate with his delivery now, maybe just to try to keep Rozier off balance if in fact he's going to go. See if he doesn't try to steal a bag here with 2 strikes. He's thrown out. Well, then Anthony starts the inning clean next inning. If he's not, well, then he's in scoring position. See if he goes. Not much of a lead yet for Anthony now, or for Rozier. Now he takes a couple more steps. He does take off. Pitch to the plate is lined into center field, but again, right at Marcus Lee Sang. That scouting book is spot on for Roman Anthony. 2 line drives right to Marcus Lee Sang, and the Sea Dogs go into third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Through 2.5, it remains scoreless in Baseball Town.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
At Swartz Culleton PC, you can expect reliable and experienced attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. Fightin' Phils and the Sea Dogs heading to the third inning, scoreless at the top of the order, and Marcus Lee Sang to the plate for the Phils, facing right-hander Angel Bastardo. Lee Sang shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes it for a ball. Marcus struck out his first time up. 1-0 pitch, big swing, fouls it straight back. So it's 1-1 to Marcus Lee Sang. Phil's got the bases loaded in the first inning as Angel Bastardo walked 3 batters. Ultimately was able to escape that jam. And so the Phils still looking for their first hit. 1-1 pitch to Lee Sang is outside, ball 2. Marcus Lee Sang called up from Jersey Shore on August the 15th of this season. Their 99 games for the Blue Claws, which hit 268. 2-1 pitch is up high, ball 3. Still hasn't got it completely untracked for the Phils offensively. He's played a very good defensive center field. 6 extra base hits, 175 batting average as this season began. As this series began, excuse me. This is ground ball towards short. My drop, nice play to his left, and in time to get Marcus Lee Sang at first base for out number 1 here in the third. That'll bring up Carlos De La Cruz, who got the first of those 3 walks in that first inning. De La Cruz with 24 doubles on the year to go along with his 23 home runs. Pitch is outside for a ball. Guy in the on-deck circle. Oliver Dunn now 2 behind him in home run chase as those two chase that category as well. Dunn with a commanding lead in the RBI column over De La Cruz. 78 RBIs for Oliver Dunn to just 62 for Carlos. 1-0 pitch driven into straightaway center field. Plenty of room for Roman Anthony. He'll drift over to his left and he'll make the catch for out number 2 here in the third. And that will bring up the aforementioned Oliver Dunn. He too walked in the first. Jake said at the time he is now the league leader in walks in the Eastern League. De La Cruz and Dunn among the league leaders in just about every category in some kind or another. First pitch to Dunn is low and inside, ball 1. So control issues for Angel Bastardo in the first, but he's settled down nicely since that point. Retiring now 7 in a row. Actually 6 in a row with Dunn taking this one outside and high for a ball. It's 2-0. 6 in a row retired by Bastardo since that third walk to Jalen Ortiz to load the bases in the first. 2-0 now to Dunn. Lifts this one down the third baseline. Going to be a long run for Benelis in foul territory. The third baseman will make the catch. Lots of foul outs in this one so far. Not a whole lot of base hits through 3. It remains scoreless in Baseball Town. The Sea Dogs and the Phils on the Rating Fightin' Phils Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in Baseball Town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
We head to the top of the 4th inning in Baseball Town and celebrating the final day of his 23rd year on Earth. My colleague in the booth, Jake Starr, takes over play-by-play.
You're just going to harp on this for the next 2 days, aren't you?
Sure, why not?
On the bright side, at least I don't have to deal with you on Friday.
That's true.
That's the best birthday present anyone could ask for.
I don't even have to gift wrap it.
I say it all in love, of course.
Sure.
Top of the 4th inning, still scoreless. 2-3-4 to up for the Sea Dogs. It'll start with Nick York. Works against Mick Abel, who's out for his 4th inning of work, and he has been excellent so far tonight. He'll deal home. First pitch will miss just down for a ball. It's 1-0. That was pitch number 38 for Mick Abel, an incredibly efficient first 3 innings. Allowed just 1 base runner, came on an infield hit last inning. 1-0. Swung on, in on the hands. It's shot foul to the right side. It's 1-1. Abel 3 strikeouts tonight, 0 walks, which I think is the number that.
I was just thinking the same thing. That's the stat that jumps out at you first and foremost.
1-1. Swung on and tapped foul to the left side. It's 1-2.
And we've talked about this with Abel. I mean, he's going to give up home runs. He's a power pitcher, and so power pitchers can give up home runs. But if he gives up a solo home run, that's fine. If you don't walk a couple of guys before that home run, it changes the complexion of the inning around considerably.
Ball and 2 strikes, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went fastball at 97, top of the zone. And Nick York is down on strikes. 4th strikeout from Mick Abel. Went out of the inning for Chase Mydroff.
Yeah, he's mixed his pitches well tonight with the fastball and the off-speed pitch, and he's also mixed his locations well. As Jake said, that's a fastball up high that York just simply could not catch up to.
Mydroff digs in. 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. Abel, the righty, will fire home. Breaking pitch gets the bottom of the zone. It's 0-1. Abel's faced just 1 above the minimum tonight. Works here against the 3-hitter in the Sea Dogs lineup. The 0-1. That one's tapped on the ground towards third. Martinez charges, throws on the run, and it is picked out by first baseman Jalen Ortiz. 5-3 goes the putout, and the defensive clinic being put on by the men at the hot corners tonight continues.
Yeah, Martinez with a nice play and a really nice play by Jalen Ortiz at first base. He came to Reading to learn how to play first base. He didn't start playing first base until he got here in July. He's done a really good job defensively learning that position.
Nathan Hickey digs in, 0 for 1 tonight. Abel's first pitch is over for a strike. You know, we talked to Al Padrica earlier. We asked him, obviously it was an up-and-down season. The record, it's not what you want. That's very, obvious when you look at the standings. But there's still a lot of positives that you can draw from the year. The 0-1, that is just inside 1-1. And I think one we didn't talk about, but I think one if he was asked about, the development of both De La Cruz and Jalen Ortiz at first base this year. 2 guys that both were outfielders for the majority of their career. They come in learning a new position, and both have developed pretty well at the first base side of things. The next pitch is over for a strike. It's 1-2.
I think you could throw Matthew Kroon and his development, learning to play third base, into that mix as well. That happened more obviously at the beginning of the year.
Ball and 2 strikes to Hickey. Here's the pitch. That's fouled straight back.
And you know how it happened? Because the man we're talking about, Al Padrico, hit about 1 million fungos to each of them.
The fungo master, some
exactly
call it.
Right.
And by some, I mean us.
That's right.
I hope previous people that have worked with Al Padrique can vouch for the same thing. Confident to say they would. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Nathan Hickey. 2 outs in the 4th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 5 strikeouts tonight for Mick Abel. He's drew 4. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We're still scoreless. At the bottom of the 4th we go on the Our Phillies Radio Network.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos, and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets start at $33 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still a scoreless ball game between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs. Ethan Wilson will lead things off for the R Phils. 4-5-6 up for manager Al Padrique's lineup. Jake Starr, Bob McCool, thanks for joining us tonight. After tonight, just 4 home games remain in the 2023 season. Angel Bastardo's back in. First pitch to Ethan Wilson, swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. And then winter is coming. Of course,
Reading still goes to Binghamton for a week. But after that, September the 18th, going to wake up.
Get your snow shovels out.
Snow's going to be on the ground. Wilson taps at foul 0-2. You a shovel guy? You a snow blower at home?
I have both.
You have both.
Depends on the snow, whether or not it's worth the snow blower or not.
That's a fair point. 0-2 is served the other way. It's through the hole on the left side. It's a base hit. The shortstop Mydroff gave it a dive, but it's past his outreach glove. And Ethan Wilson aboard on an 0-2 pitch. First hit tonight for the Fightin' Phils comes from Ethan Wilson. And that'll bring Jalen Ortiz to the plate.
Wilson's hit last night also that to left center field. Good to see him spraying the ball around on all sides.
So Ortiz will dig in. He walked his first time up back in the first. In from the right side, first pitch home. Outside for a ball, it's 1-0.
To finish that thought, I can honestly tell you that I did not start my snowblower once last winter.
We really didn't get much snow.
I probably put a whammy on it that I'll have to run it 50 times this winter, but.
Tell me a brutal winter's coming. Here's the 1-0. That gets the outside corner 1-1. The only really snow I remember being here, and it snowed at like 10, and it stopped by like 11:30. We got like, I don't know, an inch and a half.
Right.
But I made a really cool time-lapse video that I posted on our Twitter account. So that's why I remember it. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Ethan Wilson gets his lead off first. I mean, right now when it's 95 today, faults of snow are very, very distant in the memory. 1-2, Wilson takes off. It's outside for a ball. Teal will throw down. Bit of an off-balance throw, and Wilson slides in headfirst safely. And he will have his 12th stolen base of the season.
Kyle Teal, a really highly regarded catcher, and for his arm strength among many. But he had what looked like no shot to get him with that pitch, but still put a really good throw together and made it a pretty close play. And with something based on the pitch, you didn't think he had any shot to get Ethan Wilson.
He's turned out 32% of base stealers this year, the 2-2. That's outside 3-2 to Jalen Ortiz, who worked a walk his first time up. Was a part of 3 walks in the first inning from Angel Bastardo. He followed that up with back-to-back 1-2-3 frames. But Jalen Ortiz has worked the count full against Bastardo. Wilson leads off second. The righty's ready at the belt, fires home. That one's hit in the air out towards center. Probably off the end of the bat a little bit. Roman Anthony makes the catch in front of the track. Ethan Wilson will tag. It's a strong throw from Anthony, a bit offline, so Mydroff, the shortstop, cuts it off. So all in all, it's a productive out for Jalen Ortiz. Ethan Wilson stands on third, 1 out for Barron Radcliffe.
That's exactly what that is. That's a good job by Ortiz. He's getting the handshakes now as he heads back to the dugout because he moved the runner up. If you're going to make an out, at least move the runner up. Striking out doesn't do anything, doesn't move any runners up. But the stolen base and then the long fly ball, now all you need to do is get the ball out in the grass somewhere or another, and Phils have the first run, and Portland will bring the infield up.
Sea Dogs infield is in. Probably part of the reason is because of how good McAble has been tonight. And Bastardo will step off and step back on, thus restarting the pitch clock at 18 seconds. Bastardo's ready at the belt, fires home. Radcliffe will take inside, it's 1-0. Van Radcliffe batted with the bases loaded back in the first. He grounded out the first. Just a 105 hitter this year with runners in scoring position. Looking to break through here as the outfield, especially center, plays deep. Next pitch, it's down, it's 2-0.
Now this is the same spot that Radcliffe was in his first time up with the bases loaded at a 2-0 spot, swung at the 2-0 pitch and hit a one-hopper right to the first baseman. So looking for a better, more productive at-bat here.
You're just looking to get something elevated if you're Radcliffe. 2-0, that's elevated, and it's crushed, but it's foul. Well, he elevated it, he crushed it. 340 feet, 102 off the bat. But he was a little out in front of an inside fastball.
Yeah, I was just thinking before that pitch, it's got to be awfully intimidating for a Nick York and a Blaze Jordan at first base, second baseman at first base, may play up as shallow as they are with a batter like Barron Radcliffe at the plate.
2-1 the pitch. He will swing and send it off foul behind home plate. The count is even at 2. Radcliffe, 223 hitter, 9 home runs, 19 RBI on the year. He bats as Ethan Wilson leads off third with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. We're still scoreless. Reading looking to strike first. The start to Ratcliffe. That one's hit on the ground. Right side, fielded by Jordan. His throw home is in time. Kyle Teal gets the tag down on Ethan Wilson, who was going all the way on contact. And a nice play from Blaze Jordan. The Kyle Teal at home going to go down as a 3-2 fielder's choice. And that cuts off a run at home for out number 2. And here's Casey Martin.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically almost the exact same thing that Baron Radcliffe did the first time. It was a high chopper, Sunday hop, chest high to the first baseman. It becomes a very easy play on all sides, especially for Blaze Jordan to just field it and make the throw. He didn't have to move, and Wilson had no shot at home.
So Martin in with 2 outs. First pitch is outside. It's 1-0. Casey's 0 for 1 tonight. He flew out to right field his first time up, and a ball that didn't look like it. He hit it well, but it had really good carry towards the warning track. 1-0. That's lifted in the air. Similar spot, but it'll drift foul. It's out of play. It's 1-1. Martin was 0 for 4 with the run scored last night. 267 hitter against Portland so far this year. Next pitch is served in the air, out towards right center. Sykes and Anthony go back, and it is tracked down by Philip Sykes in right, and that will retire the side here in the 4th. The runs are ready. They had a hit. No errors. 1 left. The 5th we go. Still scoreless. Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka, High Noon Sun Sips, Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carl's Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, Apis Services, Supportive Concepts, and Affordable Home Care. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other culture elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. To honor the 275th anniversary of Reading, the R-Phils will play as the Reading Keystones on all Thursdays and select Tuesdays in 2023. Tuesdays are brought to you by Coatesville VA Medical Center. Join us for 11 Keystone Throwback Thursdays thanks to Burke's Career and Technology Center, H&F Heating and Cooling, and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Come celebrate the 275th anniversary of Reading and enjoy some great baseball on Throwback Thursdays in 2023. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. Top of the 5th inning, we're still scoreless. Jake Starr, Bob McCool here on the Reading Fightin' Phillies Radio Network. 5-6-7 due up for manager Chad Epperson's Portland Sea Dogs. And they'll work against Mick Abel, who has been excellent so far tonight. He has kept his pitch count incredibly down. 48 pitches through 4 innings. And the first batter he gets is Blaze Jordan. First pitch, strike 1. It's 0-1, bottom of the zone.
So Abel gets through this inning relatively cleanly. This will be the 3rd consecutive quality start that Abel has provided.
Here's the 0-1. Tap towards first. Ortiz charges fields. Abel covering, will receive a flip and touch the bag. And that's out number 1. Abel's retired every batter he's faced tonight but 1. It came on a base hit from Rozier in the 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems a different Mick Abel to me. He just seems a whole lot more confident on the mound. And we've talked about this in the number of this pitching outings we've seen from him over the course of the season. That in a lot of ways, Mick Abel can be his own worst enemy. He's a fight, it's kind of a fight to perfection and hard on himself in a lot of occasions. But he just seems really confident. His mechanics seem really solid right now. Confident in all his pitches.
First pitch to Kyle Teal, missed outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Abel, the tall righty, stands at 6'5", 190 pounds, will fire the next pitch. And that's an off-speed pitch, snapped right in for a strike. It's 1-1.
And that's the thing. There's no questioning his stuff. The question becomes his confidence in throwing all of his pitches for strikes. And once he gets to that point, he could be a dynamite pitcher.
1-1 is just beneath the knees. It's 2-1. Kyle Teal 0 for 1 tonight, struck out looking back in the second. He was the second of 5 punch-outs that Mick Abel has on the night. And he will wind and fire the 2-1. That's a breaking pitch that's smacked right down foul. It's 2-2.
And we get to obviously be around him on a lot more occasions, and he's taken the attention that he's gotten this year as a top prospect. There's a lot of people come here, want to see him, they want to talk to him, they want to do interviews with him. And he's taken all of that pretty much in stride. He's a very quiet guy. He's not a me kind of guy in any way.
2-2. Swinging and a miss, struck him out. Second time Teal's been sent down on strikes, 6 for Mick Abel. That'll bring Philip Sykes to the plate. And that's the thing, and we talked about it, I think 2 starts, or maybe it was last week with Mick Abel. Very on top of his routine. He's very dedicated to his schedule, his routine. And you see those results pay off. Like, he's the kind of guy who's never going to miss a workout, never going to miss a throwing session, a bullpen. He's going to get the work in that he needs to get. And for somebody that just turned, he's a young 22. He turned 22 3 weeks ago. First pitch is upstairs 1-0. For him to kind of get that this early in his career, that's a huge plus. You know he has the stuff. And, mentally and physically, it seems like he's getting to a really good spot. Now it's just a matter of continuing to kind of get more polished, put those pieces of the puzzle together. And, I'm in the boat that I think Abel's in the conversation maybe by next summer to earn himself a shot at the big league level. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here to Philip Sykes. Abel deals. That will just miss outside, 2-1.
Obviously, there's still a huge jump that he still has to go through. And obviously, Griff McGarry had some trouble making that jump to AAA. It's still a progress and a progression. But what he's done the last couple of starts is exactly what the Phillies are hoping to see from him every night.
Swing and a miss, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mick Abel 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. That last pitch, number 59. So if he can be around 60 through 5, got to feel really good about where Mick Abel's at right now. Looks poised, looks calm, looks confident tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 5th. We're still scoreless. Sykes awaits. Abel fires home. That's swung on and fouled back. That was pitch number 60 for Abel. Count stays 2-2.
But I think in terms of if you wanted to kind of give fans an idea personality-wise, I think there's a little bit of like an Aaron Nola about Mick Abel in the sense of going about his business every day, not a me guy, just out here to get my job done and do my job every 5th day.
2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7 strikeouts tonight for Mick Abel. And for the 4th time tonight, he sends the Sea Dogs down in order. Halfway home in baseball town, Reading looking for some offense after this on the Our Phils Radio Network. For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
It's time for the Junior PA
Bottom half of the 5th, we're still scoreless. Mick Abel's been excellent, and Angel Bastardo's been pretty much just as good outside of that first inning. And it'll be 8-9-1 set to the plate for the Fightin' Phils in the inning. It'll start with Pedro Martinez, who's 0 for 1 tonight, but has certainly been on a defensive clinic at third. First pitch over is hit in the air, out towards left. Not well. Corey Rozier, the left fielder, is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And that brings Cody Roberts to the plate. So, Bob, you're a big Phillies fan, right?
Sure.
Do you remember a certain individual by the last name Bastardo on the Phillies?
Yes, relief pitcher.
Relief pitcher, lefty, World Series team, Antonio.
Yes. Antonio Bastardo.
Pretty sure no relation. They're from different countries. Angel Bastardo's from Venezuela. Antonio was from the Dominican Republic. And it's no balls and a strike to Cody Roberts. Here's the pitch. 1-1, it's down. That's the first thing I thought of this morning. It was Bastardo had a big role in the 08 Phillies. I mean, him, Chad Durbin, Scott Ayer, Clay Condrey, Ryan Matson, Brad Lidge, of course. I can almost probably name that a whole ball fan. 2-1.
Yeah, the last two, more so than any, obviously.
Matson and Lidge.
Matson, the bridge to Lidge. I still say that 44 for 44 for Brad Lidge is one of the most incredible statistics in baseball history.
1 is over for a strike. It's 2-2. You don't realize how hard it is to get 10 saves in a row.
Correct.
Let alone, I think it was 41 for 41 in the season,
41.
and 48, I think
48,
it was.
yeah, you're right.
I know that was like Harry Callis's call when they won, upstairs 3-2.
That, to me, is still one of the most remarkable statistics and seasons ever. And I think, again, I don't have a vote, obviously. It didn't have a vote, but if I had a vote for MVP, he'd have been my MVP. Because without
for the World Series or for the season?
For the season.
Phillies MVP or just NL MVP?
National League MVP. Because are the Phillies anywhere without him being 44 for 44? Think about it. I mean,
who was that? Pujols' year? 08?
I don't remember who
won.
I know
Pedroia won in the AL.
Right. I'm just saying. I mean, if you think about how many times you've seen a pitcher blow a save, and what that does to a team. There's a after effect of a blown save, but what he was able to do, and obviously with Matson as well, to essentially close down the 8th and 9th inning.
Lee Sang squares the bunt, gets away from Teal, shoots to his right. So Roberts is second on a wild pitch. Pitch was a ball as Lee Sang held back.
So anyhow, that's just my contention that you basically turned it into a 7-inning game. That you had 7 innings to beat the Phillies and they had 9 to beat you.
1 ball, no strikes here to Marcus Lee Sang. Roberts leads off second. The pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. And just like you look at something like this, I did some digging earlier today. Kerkering, after a save last night, that's 5 in a row. He's not allowed to run in his last 5 and 12 of his last 13. Like, that's hard to do.
Right.
Like, those kind of numbers, you look at Ryan Howard and you're like, oh, 45 home runs should be the norm. No, like, hitting 20 home runs is hard, let alone 40. And Lee Sang drives one in the air towards right. And how about he adds a home run? Number 3 of the year, long gone. 401 feet, 104 off the bat. For Marcus Lee Sang, it's a 2-run shot, and the Fightin' Phils are up 2-0.
Always say that lefties love the ball in the lower part of the zone. And that was about thigh high, and Marcus Lee Sang with an absolutely beautiful left-handed swing, and that ball was crushed.
So it's a 2-0 lead for the Fightin' Phils. 3rd home run for Lee Sang, who he's got himself some pop. We have seen him now hit 3 home runs at FirstEnergy Stadium. And that one, like we said, 401 feet. First pitch to De La Cruz inside, it's 1-0. And now you just feel good because Abel's cruising tonight. Of course, you want more offense. You don't just want 2. But to get that lead now for Abel probably relaxes you a little bit. De La Cruz fouls when it looks like off his foot. It's 1-1.
Carlos hobbling a little bit at the plate. That one hit at the very top of his front foot. Again, these guys all wear that front shin guard, but more often than not, actually that might have hit his back foot. The way he's kind of shaking things around, it looked like it hit his front foot. But it protects kind of the ankle and the top part of the foot, but if it gets you in the toe area, there's no protection there. And that's where it hurts the most.
Definitely a bit of a stinger for De La Cruz. The 1-1 is Swung on and pounded foul. It's 1-2.
In addition, it's a pretty big target. I mean, Carlos doesn't have small feet.
Wonder what size shoe he wears.
I'm not sure, but I guarantee you it's at least
15, 16, 17. I'll ask him
guaranteed.
tomorrow. Here's the 1-2. De La Cruz tried to check his swing, can on a pitch in the dirt. So he's down on strikes. That's just a second strikeout tonight for Angel Bastardo, and that'll bring Oliver Dunn to the plate. So back at, not the date you or anything like that, but back in your day,
yes,
were shin guards a big thing worn by pro
I don't
baseball
remember
players?
when it started. I mean, everybody talks about Barry Bonds because of the arm guard, because Bonds started wearing the arm guard to protect himself.
Dunn takes for a ball 1-0.
From pitches up and in. In terms of the shin, I'm thinking all of that kind of came in together probably, I want to say maybe early 2000s, mid-2000s.
Years ago?
Yeah.
1-0. Outside 2-0. Because I feel like growing up, now it's the norm.
Right.
But growing
everybody has one on now, rightfully so.
And when I was, maybe 6, 7, 8 years old, I feel like it would be more of an abnormality. I don't know if that's a word or not, but 2-0 upstairs, 3-0. Abnormality?
Abnormalcy. How about
Abnormalcy? I don't know. Something. Anyway, it wasn't normal, I feel like, to wear a shin guard. First player I remember wearing one, I think, was Aaron Rowan. That's kind of like the first time I remember. Dunn swings and misses at a 3-0. It's 3-1.
You should have worn a face guard when you ran first into the fence.
Well, then they padded the fence after that. It was just a metal bar, and that was I remember watching that. 3-1 is outside corner of 3-2.
But I think
for who? My teammates for what? To win.
That's correct. But I think for a lot of guys probably didn't, or probably shied away from it one time or another because they probably felt like it would slow them down trying to run.
3-2. Dunn will take outside. He's aboard via walk for the second time today.
But you know what else will slow you down when you run? When you foul a ball up your foot. That'll slow you down from running too.
Probably for an extended period of time. That's walk number 79 this year for Oliver Dunn. So Ethan Wilson digs in, 2 outs in the inning with Oliver Dunn on first.
It's also good, the other piece of the puzzle with Marcus Lee Sang, finally making Bastardo pay for some of the walks that he's issued in this game.
First pitch to Wilson, swung on and shot foul. It's 0-1. And nowadays you have the Evo shields, the arm, the wrist. Like I feel like back in your day, it was probably you put a helmet on, didn't even know if it had ear flaps, and you threw maybe batting gloves on. Some guys don't. And you go up there and hit. That is outside corner 0-2. I want to ask Al what his approach was.
I can remember when they started coming with the helmets with flaps on. There were a lot of guys that didn't want to wear the helmets with flaps on. Now they all have the helmets with the face guard down it too. Again, same thing. You get hit once, and they'll change your thought process.
Look at Reese Hoskins.
And Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. 0-2. Wilson hits one down the right field line. It is a foul ball. Just missed it. 349 feet, 97 off the bat. And Wilson comes couple of feet short from a home run and making this a 4-0 game.
Phillies have hit some loud foul balls in this one. That one by Wilson. Baron Radcliffe hit one up on that pool deck as well earlier in the game. They're just missing right now with Bastardo. And again, he's dodged some bullets with the number of walks he has surrendered up and until this point.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Ethan Wilson. Dunn leads off first. Running leads 2-0, bottom of the 5th. Bastardo will kick and deal home. Dunn takes off. Low pitch. The throw is wide, and it's a stolen base for Oliver Dunn. Make that number 15 on the year. And I will pull a direct quote from what Oliver Dunn told me in our interview today. I feel like I have good speed. I just have not stolen the bases I think I could. Well, there's a step in the right direction right there.
That's his 15th of the season. And clearly going into this series, it appears that the Phil's game plan was that they could steal on this Sea Dog team.
1-2. Swing and a miss, and Wilson down on strikes. Third strikeout tonight for Angel Bastardo, but Redding gets 2 runs in the inning on the Lee Sang home run. That was their only hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. To the 6th we go. McAble back out. He's got a 2-0 lead.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Our Phil's fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phil's mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Alex Pinellas leads things off for the Portland Sea Dogs. Top half of the sixth, running a 2-0 lead. Mick Abel back on the bump for his sixth inning of work. And the pitch count for Abel has been kept very low tonight, 61 pitches for the Phillies' number 2 overall prospect, looking all like that tonight. And the first pitch is over for a called strike. It's 0-1, breaking pitch at 74. Pinellas is 0 for 1 tonight, struck out swinging back in the third. Abel will wind and fire, and that's in tight for a ball, 1-1. There is some stretching in the Our Phil's bullpen, but you got to think if Abel can get through this inning under 80, you give him the 7th.
Absolutely. He's pitched into the 7th one other time so far this year.
1-1's over for a strike, 1-2. 2 weeks ago at Harrisburg, Abel went 7. That was a career high, topped the previous high of 6 1/3 back when he was with High A Jersey Shore last year. Here's the 1-2. That's chopped in the ground towards first, but it'll be fielded by the Sea Dogs first base coach. Nice play. Zach Hockey pitched 6 last night. Was the 30th time this year a pitcher on the Our Phil's pitched 6 innings or more. 28 at 6, 2 at 7. Abel McGarry being the 2 at 7. The next pitch is a ground ball towards the middle. Casey Martin had it played perfectly, and there's out number 1, and Abel threw the glove behind the back. Honestly, it's a good thing he didn't make contact with it because Martin had it played perfectly. Here's Corey Rozier.
Yeah, there's so much, obviously, that is the instinct of the pitcher to put the glove out there is one thing. Don't put the bare hand out there is what they tell you, but you still see it. Again, it's an instinct thing, but the way infielders, second baseman and shortstop, are cheating up the middle so much, you're better off to just leave it go because there is a fielder there for you.
First pitch to Rozier is inside for a ball, 1-0.
But you, of course, have the blink of an eye to think of all that before the ball is on you, so you go off of your instincts, and that is to put your glove hand up there or put something up there to try to stop it.
1-0. Swing and a foul tip. It's 1-1.
Still can't believe that line drive that Josh Hendrickson avoided the other day on Sunday. I mean, he's 6'4", and that thing was about thigh high, and somehow he got flat to the ground enough. He didn't jump over it, which probably would have been closer. He got to the ground and somehow got out of the way of it.
1-1 misses down. It's 2-1. Would have been very a la Cliff Lee, Game 1 of the 09 World Series, should Abel have made that play.
The backhanded stab for Cliff Lee.
2-1 is down 3-1. And then later in the game, he had the very nonchalant-looking pop fly catch.
Right. He was fun to watch.
3 balls and 1 strike. 1 out. Abel will wind and deal. That one is smacked foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Rozier.
Laughing at the Phil's bullpen, all getting themselves in position to make the stop off the deflection on the wall.
Look like a bunch of bowling pins, honestly, the way they scatter.
Yeah, they all act like they're getting into fielding position, and then when the ball gets there, they all decide not to try to stop it.
3-2 will miss down, bottom below the knees, and Corey Rozier works a walk. It's the first walk for Mick Abel tonight. Just the second base runner, and all of them have been Corey Rozier. The rest of the Sea Dogs lineup is 0 for 16 tonight.
Right, and the guy who's got the best base stealers base stealing numbers in the league in Rozier. So we'll see if they try to get him in motion, try to get something going against Abel.
So here is Roman Anthony. Abel at 72 pitches tonight. See if he can twist the double play ball here. Runner goes in the first pitch. Roberts was ready. Throw to second is not in time. Was a little bit towards the right field side of the bag. And Martin was unable to get a tag down on the backside of Rozier. So that'll be stolen base number 49 on the season for him.
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered. That's the speed of Rozier. He had that base stolen easily. Cody Roberts had no shot to get him.
So first time tonight, Portland has a runner in scoring position. Pitch was a strike. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs, 1-1.
That's stolen base number 49 on the season for Corey Rozier. You just don't see those kind of stolen base numbers anymore in the game.
Some stretching in the Phillies bullpen. Nothing more, nothing less. Abel at 74 pitches.
It's time called because the on-deck hitter, Roman Anthony, is all but straight, almost behind home plate, way away from the batter's box.
Ball on a strike here. Abel will be ready at the letters. Check on the runner at second. Pitch. Anthony takes outside for a ball. It's 2-1.
I said Roman Anthony on deck. Nick York is the on-deck hitter. But again,
if Roman Anthony was behind home plate, I think there might be an issue there.
Yeah, but he was almost directly behind home plate, which obviously is extremely distracting to the pitcher and also highly illegal too. I mean, he's still 12 feet away from the on-deck circle.
Remember when Adrian Beltre, this is maybe 4 or 5 years ago at this point, was standing probably close to where Nick York is standing, like, I don't know, 10 feet away, and the umpire says, get in the on-deck circle.
Right.
So he said, all right, I'll bring the on-deck circle to me. So he picked it up, he dragged it to him, and then proceeded to get ejected from the ball game.
Correct. It's there for a reason.
2 balls, 1 strike, the pitch. That's off the end of the bat, foul left side. It's 2-2. Anthony 0 for 2 tonight. He's flown out the center both times up. Marcus Lee Sang, the center fielder, plays him in and shaded towards the left center field gap. Now Anthony will ask for and be granted time. Top of the 6th, 2-0 Reading. Runner on second is Corey Rozier. He reached via a walk and then stole second. 2-2 count. Abel ready at the letters. He'll check on Rozier. And deal. That's outside, 3-2. Stretching continues in the Phillies bullpen. Nobody throwing yet. If Anthony gets aboard, might see an arm start to get loose. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and an out to Anthony. Abel is ready at the letters. 3-2. That's a pitch upstairs that Anthony gets barrel on and fouls it back, so the count will stay 3-2. Looks like Portland does have an arm up in the bullpen. He's not really throwing. Well, there he goes. Now he's throwing. To righty down in the bullpen. Get you a name here in a moment.
Wyatt Olds, who is up and throwing in the Portland bullpen, the right-hander.
3-2, and that's a breaking pitch that misses outside, ball 4. So after not walking anyone through 5+ tonight, Abel was walked back-to-back. And that'll put runners on first and second for Nick York.
And it goes without saying, it's also obviously driving up his pitch total, and it's also going to bring Brad Bergeson out of the dugout now to take a trip to the mound to talk to his young right-hander. And with that, now we'll start to get some activity in the Phil's bullpen as well.
Jordy Martinez is the lefty up and throwing.
So this is just kind of a point now where Mick Abel, who was cruising through 5, is kind of hitting a wall a little bit here in the 6th. And got the first out, and then that walk, it just kind of changes the complexion a little bit. Now you're getting to the heart of the order, and 2 experienced hitters due up now in York and Mydra. So it's the supreme challenge now for Mick Abel. It's his mess, and he's earned the right to try to work his way out of this. But the pitch total now is getting a whole lot closer to 80, and he thought maybe if he had a pretty clean and easy 6th inning that he could back out for the 7th. And that might be part of the message for Brad Bergeson to say, look, get yourself out of this inning and the night's over with. Just don't save anything for the 7th. Give us what you got for the next 2 hitters and get out of this.
I think it's a fair assumption to make at this point that Abel's night probably done after this.
Right.
And look, if you can go 6 innings scoreless, You're really happy with that. Nick York, the batter from the right side. 1 out, 2-0 Reading. Runners on first and second for Portland. Abel will throw towards second. Looked like he was going to kind of bluff it first, then Rozier was slow to get back, so he rifled a throw over to Dunn.
And if you look beyond the two guys I'm talking about in York and Mydroth, both are right-hand hitters, then the next guy is Hickey, is a lefty. And as you said, Tristan Garnett is up in the bullpen. So that would be what I would think, if looking ahead, that's what the Phil's dugout is thinking as well.
First pitch is up and in tight. It's 1-0.
So you say to Mick Abel, look, you got 2 righties coming up. You got 1 out. Get out of this inning. And if you can't get the next 2 guys out, then we'll go to the lefty when the lefty comes up.
1 ball, no strikes here to Nick York. Big at-bats in the point of the game. Reading up just 2-0. Here's the pitch. That'll miss inside. It's 2-0. Abel, who cruised through 5, struggling with control here in the 6th. 2 ball, no strike count to Nick York, but at the same time, it could just take 1 ground ball to get out of this inning. Abel ready at the letters. 2-0. That's upstairs. It's 3-0. Nick York is 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out and a strikeout. Just 3 Sea Dogs have reached tonight. Twice have been Corey Rozier, and then Roman Anthony now aboard first on the walk. He's not being held on. 3-0 is hit on the ground towards third. Martinez has it. A second for 1. The relay to first is in time. A 5-4-3 double play. Mick Abel's fired up, claps his hands, shows emotion coming off the mound, and that'll retire the side here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left for the Sea Dogs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 Reading on the Our Phil's Radio Network.
The Reading Fightin' Phillies are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Golden Oaks Golf Club, PA Army National Guard, Culligan Water, Aspen Home Improvements, and Rip-It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $56 when purchased in advance. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phil's game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Our Phil's game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Jalen Ortiz leads us off in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Reading a 2-0 lead as Al Patrique's lineup card will have 5, 6, and 7. Do it for the Fightin' Phils here in the inning. Starts with Jalen Ortiz. First pitch is fouled off the mask of the catcher, Kyle Teal. And there's a new guy on the mound pitching the Kyle Teal, and that is Wyatt Olds. Olds making his 21st appearance, 0-5 and 8.85 ERA. He's also opened 8 games, 39 2/3 innings pitched, 35 hits allowed, 45 walks, 50 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .233 off of him. Ortiz will whack one on the ground towards third. Pinellas waits back on it, throws across the diamond in time, beats Ortiz out by about half a step, and that's out number 1.
Right fielder Barrett Ratcliffe.
So we can close the line on Angel Bastardo, 5 innings, 2 hits. 2 runs both earned, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. So Bastardo definitely didn't have his best stuff, got into some trouble, but all in all worked out of it. Has his team in a chance to win. First pitch to Ratcliffe, big swing and a miss, it's 0-1.
Yeah, we mentioned it last inning. The Phils just didn't make him pay for the walks. Obviously, he walked the bases loaded in the first inning, got out of that, and other than the Cody Roberts walk that Marcus Lee sang hits the home run. He flirted through some danger throughout the night.
0-1 misses down. It's 1-1. Jordy Martinez continues to throw in the Phillies bullpen. Looks like he's throwing with a purpose at this point, so probably end of the night for Mick Abel. And if it is, it was truly an excellent start for Abel. Pitch on the outside corner, ball and 2 strikes to Baron Ratcliffe. 0 for 1 tonight. Pretty much identical ground outs as 2 at-bats tonight. Both the first baseman, Blaze Jordan. Pitch. That one's lifted in the air. Mile high, first base side foul territory. Jordan will give it a look, but it'll land at a play foul. And then shoot over the left field grandstand. Sun setting here in Baseball Town. The hot temperature starting to drop a bit too. 86 degrees. Today got as hot as 95. Tomorrow, Friday, also going to be in the 90s before it eventually breaks before the weekend. What should be a great final weekend of baseball here in Reading for 2023. Ball and 2 strikes to Baron Ratcliffe. 1 out, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Ratcliffe foul tips it back to the mitt of Teal. 2 outs in the inning. That brings Casey Martin to the plate. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all feature post-game fireworks. Sunday, a surprise character appearance from SpongeBob SquarePants. May have just ruined
It's not a surprise anymore now. You just told everybody.
Well, the graphic has SpongeBob on it, so figure be SpongeBob. Can we bring Patrick too, my long-lost brother? First pitch to Martin upstairs for a ball 1-0. But he only spells it with 1 R. I spell with 2.
I see.
Casey Martin's 0 for 2 tonight. Ball and a strike to him as White Olds will wind and deal. That's lifted in the air out towards right center. Anthony over along with Sykes, and the right fielder Sykes will make the catch. And that'll retire the side in the 6th. Well, White Olds a clean inning. 3 up, 3 down. We have played 6. 2-0 Reading. We'll go to the 7th on the Phillies Radio Network.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Be the first to know everything about your Reading Fightin' Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways and guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise, just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
Top of the 7th, 2-0 Reading leads. They'll turn things over to Jordy Martinez in the bullpen, and I'll turn things over to the broadcast bullpen to bring in Bob McCool.
Yeah, but I can't throw left-handed. The Alberta University Golden Wolves call the bullpen is indeed the left-hander Jordy Martinez, making his 6th appearance since his call-up from Jersey Shore. 0-1 with a 3.00 earned run average in 6 innings. He struck out 5. He has not walked a batter. Martinez promoted to Reading from Jersey Shore on August the 19th, made 39 appearances for the Blue Claws, 1-1 with a 3.97 earned run average, 59 strikeouts, 27 walks at Jersey Shore. First batter he faces him is right-hander Chase Mydroth, and the first pitch from Jordy Martinez is a ball. Mydroth 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a ground out facing Mick Abel. And this one is lined into center field, falling fast, and Marcus Lee Sang cannot get there in time as it falls. He fields it on a hop, and the base hit, the second hit of the night for the Sea Dogs, is a leadoff single here for Chase Mydroth. 2-0 Fightin's on top. Sea Dogs batting here in the top of the 7th. They'll bring the tying run to the plate now in Nathan Hickey. So a great effort tonight for Mick Abel, going 6 innings. Obviously only giving up the 1 hit, getting that double play to finish off the 6th inning. And now Nathan Hickey, the left-hander, facing the left-hander in Martinez, misses ball 1. Hickey 0 for 2 with an infield pop-up and a strikeout. And that fastball is there for a called strike. Not a very big lead at all for Mydroth off of first base, with Jalen Ortiz holding him on. Martinez looks over, comes with his 1-1 pitch, and that misses just outside. Good take there by Nathan Hickey, and now the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Hickey, a 5th-round draft pick of the Red Sox in 2021 out of the University of Florida. He's a Florida native, born in Jacksonville, Florida. 2-1 pitch, grounded towards second. Dunn flips to short for 1, but Casey Martin has to come off the bag. Now, are they going to say he was off the bag and he's safe at second? I believe that's the call. And I think we're going to get an argument here. Casey Martin is not happy. Martin thought he had the bag and came off on the relay, but they're saying he was off the bag on the throw. And so that's going to be safe all around. So that's going to be an error on the throw from Oliver Dunn. So that allows Nathan Hickey to reach base. Now the tying run is at first base with still nobody out, and Blaze Jordan will bat. Jordan 0 for 2 on the night. This one up the middle. Casey Martin knocks it down, but it's in shallow center field. Everybody's going to be safe and move up 1. Martin with a full extension got glove on it, but that's all he could do was knock it down. May have saved a run. But now the bases are loaded. That'll be a base hit for Blaze Jordan. Bases loaded and nobody out here in the 7th. So that will bring up Kyle Teal. Lefty just called up from Greenville before yesterday's game. 0 for 2 on the night with a couple of strikeouts. Swings at the first pitch, and it's a foul line shot down the third base side. Wednesday night at the ballpark, Phils and the Sea Dogs. The series concluding on Sunday in the last home game of the 2023 season. 0-1 pitch, just misses low, and it's 1-1 to Teal. Picked up his first AA RBI in last night's game in what was a 6-3 Fightin's victory. 2-0 Fightin's on top right now, but in trouble here in the 7th. This one lined into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Mydroth will score, and they'll hold everybody up as Radcliffe gets it in quickly. That will be a base hit and an RBI for Kyle Teal. It's now a 2-1 game. The bases remain loaded for the Sea Dogs. So Kyle Teal picks up his 2nd RBI in a Sea Dog uniform. That'll bring up Philip Sykes. It's also going to bring a visit to the mound now from Brad Bergeson, as Martinez has not recorded an out as of yet. Of course, the error, a part of that in this inning. 3 hits and an error. Have a run home, bases loaded, nobody out in what is now a 2-1 Fightin' Phils game. This is also going to be a conversation to bring the infield around the pitcher, Martinez, as well. You probably talk a little strategy and how they want to play this with the bases loaded. Tying run now at third base. Nobody out in the inning. Would assume they'll bring the infield up to try to cut down that tying run. But you shouldn't assume, because it looks like they're going to play for a double play. So Philip Sykes is the hitter. The infield is back. And the ball is in the dirt for ball 1. Sykes on the night, ground out and a strikeout. Jordy Martinez delivers. Big swing, no contact. It's 1-1. So the line on Mick Abel tonight, 6 runs, a hit. 6 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Philip Sykes. This one driven into right field. Baron Radcliffe will go back. He'll make the catch. The runner at third, Nathan Hickey, will tag, and he will come home with the tying run, sacrifice fly, and an RBI for Philip Sykes. We're tied at 2.
Well, we got ourselves a brand new ball game here pretty quickly. Abel, who looked good, will no longer factor into the decisions. He worked out of a jam last inning, but Martinez just unable to work out of a bases loaded, no out situation. And Sea Dogs still threatening for some more here.
Blaze Jordan also tagged up. He moved from second to third. So now runners at the corners for Alex Pinellas. Again, the Phils looking for a double play that now could end this inning if they can roll one over in a tie game. 1 out here in the 7th. Big swing, no contact, lefty on lefty matchup. So it could, Jake, very well have been the last time we will see Mick Abel pitching as a Reading Fightin' Phil in tonight's game. And if so, he left us with a great impression. Pitch to the plate, rolled towards the right side, but foul.
Of course, at least here in baseball town.
Right, he'll pitch again, but not last time he'll pitch in Reading.
And certainly a
correct.
great way to finish out the home campaign for Mick Abel as well.
Phils will finish up next week in Binghamton. A 6-game series in New York. Finish off their season. 0-2 pitch. Tried to check and did. So it stays 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Alex Pinellas. Got to respect his power. 15 home runs on the season. Left-hand hitter facing the left-hander in Jordy Martinez. That's up high, and it's 2-2. Dominic Pipkin, right-hander, is up in the Fightin's bullpen. See how much longer the leash is for Martinez, seeing what he could do here against Pinellas. That misses outside, and so after getting ahead, no balls and 2 strikes, now the count is full. There's a left-hander in the on-deck circle, and Corey Rozier. And that is over for a called strike 3. Big strikeout there for Martinez.
Huge strikeout. Great spot at a big moment. Puts a fastball right on the outside corner of the plate and gets out number 2. So you can breathe a little easier now, but still, obviously, you got to get this third out, keep it a tie game, and then send it to the bottom of the 7th.
You got to wonder what Alex Pinellas was thinking and or doing in the batter's box. A 3-2 count. The go-ahead run at third base, taking basically one right there for a called strike 3. And that'll bring Rozier to the plate. He's been a problem so far. He's been on base both times for the Sea Dogs. A single and a walk in 2 plate appearances. Also stolen a base. First pitch to him is outside for a ball. And again, the lefty on lefty matchup. This time is inside. It's 2-0. Another lefty in the on-deck circle in the leadoff man, Roman Anthony. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. The game is now tied at 2 apiece. 2-0 to Corey Rozier. Lines this one down the third base line and slicing into the third base grandstand. Now the count is 2-1.
I feel like there's been a lot of swings from Portland tonight when they have 2-0, 3-0 counts. And, I mean, the double play that ended last inning was a 3-0 pitch.
Yeah, that was very surprising, especially with a veteran hitter like Nick York to do that. 2-1 pitch. That one's in the dirt, and Roberts blocks it. Now it's 3-1 to Rozier. Again, another lefty in the on-deck circle. So even if he loses Martinez, you would think that they would probably keep Martinez in the plate at the plate. There's a slow roll to third base. Martinez spins and makes the throw across the diamond in time to get the speedy Corey Rozier, and that'll do it for the Sea Dogs in the 7th. But they tie it up. They do it with 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2. 7th inning stretch time in baseball time, now tied at 2 apiece.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the R Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksorus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
There's a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience filled with family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 21st through the 24th for the induction of Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland as the class of 2023. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
We head to the bottom half of the 7th inning, presented to you here in Baseball Town by Swartz Culleton PC. If you've been injured at work, call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Tie ball game at 2 apiece as we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning alongside Jake Starr. My name is Bob McCool. Pedro Martinez will lead it off for the Fightin' Phils, facing Wyatt Olds in his 2nd inning of work. Martinez on the night 0 for 2 with a ground out to short and a fly out to left. Switch hitter batting from the left-hand side against the right-hander in Wyatt Olds. He swings at the first pitch, drives this one into left center field. Give me a long run for Roman Anthony, but the center fielder will get there before he gets to the warning track for out number 1 here in the 7th.
It looked like it was a jam shot at bat, but Martinez still got a lot on it. Hit it 365, 97 off the bat, so good job by him keeping his hands inside the baseball. 0 for 3 tonight, but you can definitely argue that the swings are better for Martinez. Just playing a lot better baseball. I mean, it's been a great night defensively for him, too.
2 runs on 4 hits for the Sea Dogs. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Fightins as Cody Roberts stands in and takes the first pitch over for a called strike. Roberts walked his last time up, came around to score in front of the Marcus Lee Sang home run. Lee Sang in the on-deck circle, the top of the order for the Fightins. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. A 1 pitch, big swing by Cody Roberts, but a very late swing at that. Now it's no balls and 2 strikes. Wyatt Olds, who pitched a 1-2-3 6th, now ahead of Roberts, no balls and 2 strikes. Way inside and hit him. So on an 0-2 pitch, he hits Cody Roberts, who's a base runner for the 2nd time, and again in front of Marcus Lee Sang, who is the offense right now for the Fightins. A 400-plus foot home run to right field his last time up.
4th time Cody Roberts has been hit by a pitch this year, and like you said, on an 0-2 count, so see if Redding can find a way for that to come back to hurt Portland.
Home run number 3 last time up for Lee Sang. First pitch lines this one into center field, falling fast. Roman Anthony, however, will cut it off, and Cody Roberts has to scamper back to first base.
Yeah, great speed from Anthony to cut it off, showcasing why he's such an exciting prospect in center field. At the same time, just hung up a little bit too much there for Lee Sang. Initially, you thought it had a chance to drop, but just stayed up there too long.
So that'll bring up 2 down now for Carlos De La Cruz. Carlos 0 for 2 on the night. Walk back in the 1st inning. Fly out to center and a strikeout in 3 plate appearances. De La Cruz now 1 for 5 in the series. The 2-run home run in last night's ball game. Pickoff attempt, no problem for Cody Roberts to dive back in. He's not going anywhere with 2 outs and Carlos De La Cruz at the plate. And Dominic Pipkin up in the Fightins bullpen, presumably to pitch the top half of the 8th inning. There's one rolled towards short. Mydroth will go the short throw to York covering at 2nd. And the Phils go down here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left. 7 complete. Sea Dogs 2, Fightins 2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
The Reading Fightin Phil's birthday package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you're a youngster or an adult, there's no better birthday than a Fightin Phil's birthday. The Fightin Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $130. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Top half of the 8th inning in a 2-2 ball game, and the Alvernia University Golden Wolves call the bullpen will bring in right-hander Dominic Pipkin for the Fightins. Making his 18th appearance, Pipkin 1-2 with a 3.86 earned run average. 18 2/3 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 7 walks. He will face the top of the order for the Sea Dogs. Roman Anthony, Nick York, and Chase Mydroth due up.
Pipkin has been a consistent force in the Phil's bullpen, especially late in games, and job here is simple, Bob. Keep it a tie game going into the bottom of the 8th.
First pitch, Roman Anthony swings at the high fastball and can't catch up. Anthony on the night, 0 for 2, did walk his last time up. A couple of flyouts to center field as well. And this one lined down the third base line and slicing foul. So 1-1 to Anthony. Time now called at the plate. And tries to get a chase. Anthony lays off. It's 2-1. Excuse me, it's 1-2 now to Roman Anthony. And again, tries to get him a chase, and he holds up. It's now 2-2. Again, Anthony just 19 years of age. Lines this one, but right at the shortstop. Casey Martin had him played perfectly for out number 1.
Well, that was certainly a hot shot. 107 miles per hour off the bat, and Martin doesn't do a little bit of a hop, but able to make the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, the Phil's defensive alignment, especially in tonight's game, has been spot on. There's been a couple where Marcus Lee Sang has taken some line drives away tonight and last night for that matter as well. So the scouting is right there. And that one's up and into Nick York, spinning him off the plate, almost hit him. York 0 for 3 on the night. Ground out, strikeout, and a huge double play. The last batter that Mick Abel faced in a 2-on-1-out situation in the 6th inning. Abel was able to induce the ground ball that got the double play. It's now 2-0 to York. It's now 2-1. And it was 3-0 to Nick York when he swung at that pitch that grounded into the double play after Abel had walked the 2 preceding hitters. 2-1 pitch is on the inside corner, and now Pipkin has come back to get the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. York 1 for 5 now in the series, and now in a 2 balls and 2 strike count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down here in the 8th.
Nice start for Dominic Pipkin. Nice job to win the battle against Nick York. 2 outs in the inning now from Mydroth.
Pipkin, a 23-year-old right-hander, 6'4", 160 pounds, originally from California. Phil's drafted him out of high school in 2018 in the 19th round, or in the 9th round, excuse me. There's a big swing by Chase Mydroth, comes up empty.
99 on that fastball. You could hear it up here.
And Mydroth tried to match that power with some of his own, but comes up 0-1. And now he comes back with the off-speed pitch, and Mydroth takes it for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. A changeup from Pipkin. And that one's just low, and now it's 2-1. Mydroth on the night, 1 for 3. Singleton scored the first run back in the 7th inning for the Sea Dogs. Phil's with 2 in the 5th. Sea Dogs match it in the 7th. That one's on the outside corner for a called strike 2.
That's as pain as paint gets.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the 3-hole hitter, Chase Mydroth, with 2 outs here in the 8th. Back up the middle, and Pipkin plucks it out of the air and will make the throw to first in time for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Sea Dogs in the 8th. To the bottom of the half we go when we come back to Baseball Town, tied at 2.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit baseballtown.org.
We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning, still tied at 2 here in Baseball Town. Oliver Dunn, Ethan Wilson, and Jalen Ortiz due up for the Fightins here in the 8th inning. Wyatt Old still on the mound for the Sea Dogs, now in his 3rd inning of work. And Dunn on the night, 0 for 1. He's walked a couple of times. First pitch to him, inside, ball 1. So the only one base runner surrendered so far by Olds, and that was the hit by pitch of Cody Roberts last inning. 1-0 pitch is way up high. It's 2-0. Tristan Garnett up in the Fightins bullpen. Portland's bullpen is quiet. That's way outside. It's 3-0. So Oliver Dunn sitting pretty right now. 3 balls and no strikes. His job, get on base. Be that go-ahead run here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Low ball four. Oliver Dunn works his 3rd walk of the night. But more importantly, he is that leadoff base runner here in the 8th with nobody out. That'll bring Ethan Wilson to the plate.
Just the first walk issued by Wyatt Olds, who's been good tonight. And Alpadrique did say it in the pregame show, gave credit to Portland's bullpen for their efforts last night. And tonight's been just as good, but no time like the present.
Yeah, that bullpen was quiet. It's buzzing now after that 4-pitch walk, and that'll bring Ethan Wilson to plate. Ethan 1 for 3 on the night with a single back in the 4th inning. First pitch to him is low for a ball. That's 5 straight now out of the zone from Wyatt Olds.
Well, Wilson hit a game-winning walk-off home run on July 16th against Portland. Says he doesn't, hit another game winner.
2 for 7 now in the series is Wilson. Oliver Dunn dancing around at first base. This one fouled straight back. Pickoff attempt. Dunn dives back in. Jacob Webb, the right-hander, just called up to the Sea Dogs up in Portland's bullpen. As we said, Tristan Garnett, the lefty, up in the Fightins bullpen. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ethan Wilson. Dunn takes off. Pitched low. Throw down to second base is not in time. Oliver Dunn with the stolen base, his 2nd of the night. And now go-ahead run is in scoring position, and it's 2-1 to Ethan Wilson.
Well, you got yourselves in a great spot now. And as I said last time he stole the base, he told me today, I like my speed. I just want to be able to steal more bases. Another great jump. He has had 2 great jumps tonight and 2 stolen bases. Now 16 for 21 this year, Oliver Dunn is.
So now with a 2 balls and 1 strike count to the left-hander Ethan Wilson. Olds takes a peek back to second. Wilson drives this one to left field. Corey Rozier going back, cannot get it, it's off the wall. Dunn had a hold up, they're still going to send him home. Relay coming in, the throw to the plate is not in time. Throw down to third base is not in time. Ethan Wilson is safe at third. The Phils are on top 3-2.
Well, how about that? Ethan Wilson drives one to the left center field gap, scores Oliver Dunn, who had the hold up. Probably goes out as a double for Wilson to third on the throw. Dunn, you probably could have gotten halfway there, but hindsight's 20/20, doesn't matter, still scores. And Reading certainly in threatening chance to do more here.
The one thing I'll say in Dunn's defense is Chad Epperson is now going to come to the mound. This might be the end of the night for Olds. He may have gone a little bit too far to the well for Wyatt Olds. But for Oliver Dunn's sake, if that ball gets caught, then he's in a position to tag up and go to third base with 1 out, and he's in scoring position. On the other side of that, very aggressive base coaching by Al Padrique, because I figured they were going to hold him up at third base, and Al Padrique waved him home. They made him throw him out at home, and they could not do so.
And that's the thing, is that with Dunn, and we'll keep things here through the pitching change, but and that's a good point you raise, that maybe if it's 1 out in the inning, well, definitely 2 outs. And if it's 1 out in the inning, he probably goes halfway. But with 1 out, you have a left fielder. Usually you don't tag when the left fielder makes the catch, but he's going back. His direction is not true. He'd have to reset, reposition, and make the throw to third. So it's an easy tag up for Dunn. So definitely, it's a good point you make. The right decision to get back to the bag. And it's knowing your speed, too. Okay, if that gets down, I trust I can score. Also, the ball did take a bit of a carom away from Rozier in left, so that helps as well. So, look, we can sit here and break this down all we want. They score the run. That's all that matters at this point, and even a chance for more.
So the RBI for Ethan Wilson will be his 58th, but more importantly, it gives the Phils the lead now at 3-2, and still some work to do for the Fightins. A man on third base and nobody out, and a new pitcher now in Jacob Webb. 6'5", 245-pounder, originally from Dayton, Ohio. Just called up to Portland today, or actually just activated off the inactive list by the Sea Dogs today. The right-hander now comes on to face Jalen Ortiz. And still a big run out there for the Fightins with a man on third base and nobody out. Little extra insurance runs here for the Phils if they can get them home here in the 8th. They've already taken a 3-2 lead. Again, Dominic Pipkin with a smooth 1-2-3 8th inning. And Tristan Garnett appears to be loose in the Fightins bullpen. And it would assume that he will get the 9th. Orion Kirkering, who has been the closer for the Phils and got the save in last night's game, not up as of yet. So apparently he will not have the 9th inning tonight. As Ortiz now bats. Jalen 0 for 2 on the night with a walk. Started and stopped. They'll appeal. He did not go around. So it's 1-0 to Jalen Ortiz. Ortiz at 207 on the season. Not playing last night's game, so looking for his first hit in this series. And infield is up to try to cut down another run. And he'll take that one for a called strike. Slider, it looked like, from Webb. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike now to Jalen Ortiz. Aaron Radcliffe in the on-deck circle for the Fightins. 1-1 pitch. Big swing, no contact. It's 1-2. Said it before, say it again. Jalen Ortiz does not get cheated at the plate on his swings. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's out one number 1. A big strikeout for Webb to come in and get the first out. That will bring up Baron Radcliffe. Radcliffe has been in some key situations in this ball game with a chance to score some runs or drive in some runs, and has not yet come through. A couple of ground balls. Right now, he's 0 for 3 on the night in a similar situation. Man on third, 1 out, infield up, and the first pitch to him is low for a ball.
It's identical to the 4th inning.
And the first, for that matter, in the sense of man on
Bases
third base.
loaded,
Right.
yeah.
And a ground ball to first in both situations. In the fourth, as Jake said, threw him out at home. This time, out on the outside corner for a called strike one. Now it's 1 ball and 1 strike to the lefty. Again, infield up. Fly ball in the outfield with the speed of Ethan Wilson should be enough to score a run. Big swing, no contact. It's 1-2.
It's got to elevate something here. That second insurance run would be just monumental for the Phils right now.
Again, Tristan Garnett, it appears, is going to pitch the 9th. Still loosening into Phil's bullpen. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. D-Reich 3, and Radcliffe goes down swinging.
Now that'll allow the Sea Dogs to bring the infield back, and give Jacob Webb credit. Came off the development list today. Comes in and gets 2 straight strikeouts.
So that'll bring up Casey Martin. He's had a relationship tonight with Philip Sykes. All 3 balls he's hit well, but all 3 of them have been caught by the right fielder Sykes. Out near and at the base of the wall. So Martin's hit it well 3 times, nothing to show for it. Man at third still, and now 2 outs. That one's in the dirt. Not a problem for Teal on the stop, keeping Wilson at third base. 1-0 to Casey Martin. Martin with 16 RBIs on the season since his call up from Jersey Shore. Choked up just a bit on the bat. Big swing, no contact. Again, cannot catch up to the high fastball from Webb at 97 on the radar gun. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Casey Martin. That rolled towards second. Nick York up with it. He'll make the play to first. And the Phils get a run. They can't get the extra one, but they have the lead one. For the Reading in the 8th. 1 run. They do it on 1 hit. They leave 1. It's winning time when we come back to Baseball Town. The Phils need 3 outs.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Phils fans, see an Phils road game, meet with an Phils player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star Phils road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the Phils in Altoona Thursday, meet with an Phils player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Phils fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $21. This selection includes barbecue chicken sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, cookies, and so much more. Drinks feature all Pepsi products.
So we head to the 9th, and the Alberta University Golden Wolves call the bullpen. We'll bring in, as we said before, going to break, the left-hander Tristan Garnett for the Fightin' Phils. Tonight's attendance presented to you by PSECU here at FirstEnergy Stadium, 2,797 PSECU. Proud to be one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. That crowd bringing the total of season attendance here at FirstEnergy Stadium at 368,284, topping the 2022 attendance figure. We thank you for all of us here in Baseball Town as the Phils need 3 outs here in the 9th. They have a 3-2 lead. Nathan Hickey will lead it off, left-handed hitter, facing the left-hander Tristan Garnett. Garnett making his 11th appearance with the Phils. 1-1 with a 0.77 earned run average. This is his second save opportunity, looking for his first save. 24 2/3 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts, and 18 walks. And he misses on the first pitch to Nathan Hickey and the second. So it's quickly 2 balls and no strikes to Nathan Hickey. 2-0 pitch. That's there for a called strike. Hickey to be followed by Blaze Jordan and Kyle Teal. So Hickey and Teal, both left-handed hitters in the Sea Dog lineup, facing the left-hander in Garnett. There's a foul at tip in and out of the mitt of Cody Roberts, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's up high. It's 3-2. Garnett, the 25-year-old lefty, 6'6", 240 pounds, with a very over-the-top delivery. He'll come with his 3-2 pitch. Outside ball 4. So that quickly, the Sea Dogs put the tying run on base on a base on balls.
First baseman Blaze Jordan.
That'll bring Blaze Jordan to the plate. He singled his last time up. It's part of that 2-run 7th inning for the Sea Dogs, which tied the game up at the time. Looks like the Sea Dogs are going to put a pinch runner in for Hickey. Tyler McDonough will run for Hickey.
Pitch running at first base for the Sea Dogs, number 51, Tyler McDonough.
So they'll get a much faster base runner on board in Tyler McDonough, who's got 21 stolen bases in 26 attempts on the season. So he's now at first with Blaze Jordan at the plate. Jordan 1 for 3. Now time called by Cody Roberts at the plate. Bill's bullpen is quiet. Good size lead from McDonough at first. Actually broke back to the bag as Garnett comes to the plate, but that pitch is up high as well. It's 1-0. Blaze Jordan with 27 RBIs on the season for the Sea Dogs. 1-0 pitch into dirt. It's 2-0. So control issues here for Tristan Garnett. After walking the leadoff man, he's now 2-0 on Blaze Jordan. Swings at the 2-0 pitch and fouls it out of play. It's 2-1. Portland's been aggressive, but even been behind the count. They've done that throughout this game tonight. They've swung at quite a number of 2-0 and 3-0 pitches. So now Garnett in a position to try to get back into this count here. 2 balls and a strike to the hitter. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitching of dandy from Tristan Garnett. Now he's in a 2-2 spot. Hit hard to left side and through for a base hit. Out of the reach of the third baseman, Pedro Martinez, and into left field. Base hit for Blaze Jordan, his second hit of the night. 2-1 now and nobody out for the Sea Dogs here in the ninth. Now Cody Roberts, the catcher, is now going to go out and have a conversation with Tristan Garnett, who's got himself in a world of problems right now. Tying run now in scoring position for the Sea Dogs. Still nobody out here in the ninth. Kyle Teal now will hit. Teal with an RBI single his last time up. One for 3 in the night. 2 hits in the series, both of them RBI singles. As the young lefty stands at the plate. Blaze Jordan, who just got that hit, just 20 years of age. Teal, 21. We talked about Roman Anthony, just 19 years of age. Some young, highly regarded prospects in the Boston Red Sox organization here in this Portland team. First pitch swinging and hit it hard foul down the first base line as Kyle Teal way out in front of the off-speed pitch from Garnett. 0-1. So Garnett gets ahead of a hitter for the first time in this inning. Good speed at second in Tyler McDonough. Big swing and a foul tip. That's not a foul tip. They break to the third base, and Cody Roberts will throw him out. Great job by Cody Robertson. Went in and out of his glove on the swing. And hesitation by McDonough, and Cody Roberts makes him pay, throws him out at third. That's one out in the inning. Huge out at third base. You go down as a caught stealing as McDonough broke late and Cody Roberts gunned him out. So now a man at first and one out and a no balls and 2 strikes count on Kyle Teal. I thought the ball actually was foul tip, but it was in and out of the glove. Here's a slow roller to third. Martinez bobbled it for a minute. They'll get the lead runner. They will not get the 2. It gets away from Ortiz, but will not allow the runner to advance. Teal had it beat out. They were not going to get the double play after Martinez double clutched on the slow roller to third, but the fielder's choice will make it 2 outs now in the inning as Jordan is cut down at second base. And now Tristan Garnett is 1 out away from getting out of this and getting the Phils the W. So Kyle Teal is safe at first, and Philip Sykes now bats for the Sea Dogs. The first pitch to him is low for a ball. Huge play again by Cody Roberts, throwing out Tyler McDonough at third base and really kind of putting a damper on the sails of this Sea Dog team right now here in this 9th inning. Man on first, 2 outs, 1-0 pitch. Checked his swing and hit the bat and fouled it straight back. It's 1-1. So the whole complexion of this inning changed on Cody Roberts gunning that man down at third base. The hesitation by Tyler McDonough cost him the bag. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch to the plate is low ball 2. Sykes does have good power, 9 home runs on the year, 40 RBIs. Did have a sacrifice fly his last time up. Drives this one into shallow right, falling fast. Oliver Dunn can't quite get there. It's going to allow Teal to go all the way around to third base on the little bleeding single into right field off the bat of Sykes. Oliver Dunn full extension to try to get there, but could not get there. Baron Radcliffe had no shot to come in from right field to get it, so it falls harmlessly into right field for a base hit, and Teal goes all the way around to third. So now runners at the corners, and 2 outs here in the inning, and a pinch hitter. Matthew Lugo now will bat for Pinellas.
Number 7, Matthew Lugo.
So they'll send up the right-handed hitting Lugo to bat for Pinellas, who is a left-handed hitter. And Brad Bergeson will come out and have a conversation with his pitcher. Lugo on the season hitting at .250. 23 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs, and 36 RBIs. So an opportunity to just talk a little bit about what they have on the books for Matthew Lugo as he comes up here to pinch hit for Pinellas with 2 on and 2 out in the 9th. Cody Roberts will talk to his infielders in the event that Sykes takes off from first base, which is a pretty good bet. He does have 37 steals on the season. First pitch in the dirt. Nobody moves. It's 1-0. So again, you think that Sykes tries to steal second, stay out of a force out. Doesn't appear to be going yet. 1-0 pitch is line hard and hooked foul into the 67 club, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike now to Matthew Lugo. Tying run at third, 2 outs, top half of the 9th inning. Phil's lead at 3-2. It's there for a called strike 2. Tristan Garnett goes to the back of the mound. A little talcum powder on, a little rosin on the hands to dry off the sweaty palms. The Phils need 1 more strike. Ripped hard and foul down the third base line, hooked it into the third base grandstand. It's still 1-2. So Lugo stays alive. Fans in baseball town on their feet, trying to get the Phils a 2-0 lead in this series. Pitch to the plate. way outside. It's ball 2. Garnett came with a fastball, but missed it way up high. So we'll try to get it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. No, they're going to say it was a foul tip. Boy, the Phils, including Tristan Garnett, were headed off the mound. They thought it was a swing and a miss, but he got just a piece of it in and out of the mitt of Cody Roberts, and so Lugo is still alive. This add to the drama just a little bit more here at Baseball Town. Swing and a miss. That time he got him. That will do it. Tristan Garnett gets out of the jam on the strikeout, and the Sea Dogs are retired here in the ninth. For Portland in inning number 9. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. The Fightin' Phils hang on. They win it with an insurance run, with a winning run in the ninth. Tristan Garnett picks up the save in the top half of the ninth, and the Phils win it by a score of 3-2. We'll take a timeout. Back with a wrap on the Fightin' Phils Radio Network right after this.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities of motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action out of the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Welcome back to Baseball Town, where the Fightin' Phils make it 2 in a row over the Portland Sea Dogs by a final score of 3-2. High drama in Baseball Town here tonight as the Fightin' Phils get the run that they needed in the 8th inning to take the lead and then hold on to get the 3 outs in the top half of the 9th inning. And Reading takes home the victory by a final score of 3-2 in this one. Great pitching tonight by both starters, really. Angel Bastardo danced his way through some trouble early on with some walks, and Mick Abel was very, very good in what is no doubt going to be his final start, certainly in 2023 in Reading. Certainly not for Reading, but in Reading. The Phils will finish up on the road against Binghamton. Bimmo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, located conveniently at 290 Morgantown Road in Reading, has been serving the Berks County community with authentic Italian dishes since its grand opening in April of 1997. With a wide selection of homemade Italian favorites, you'll be sure to enjoy an amazing meal for everyone in your family. In addition, Mimo's newly renovated space is the perfect spot for private parties and events. Mimo's is proudly family-owned and operated and has been voted best in Berks on multiple occasions. Check out Mimo's for yourself and visit mimos.org for more information. And Mimo's is a proud 2023 Fightin' Phils team feed partner. Phils now down to the final couple of games in this season. On the home side, just 4 more games left here in Baseball Town as the Phils and the Sea Dogs will continue this series beginning tomorrow night right back here in Baseball Town. 6:45 is first pitch. Tompkins Plaza opens up at 6 o'clock. Fireworks on Friday, Saturday, and the finale on Sunday here in Reading, as Portland and Reading will wrap it up on Sunday at 5:15. So still time for you to come out here and enjoy baseball here in Baseball Town, with the Phils winning back-to-back games in this series. 6-3 last night and winning tonight's game by a final score of 3-2. If you'd like to come out and join us here for the fun nights that we have each and every night here in Baseball Town, we'd love to see you as well at 610-370-BALL or order online at ourphils.com. Tonight's attendance here at the ballpark, 2,797. With tonight's attendance, we are now at 368,000 plus for the 2023 season, which tops last year's attendance. And we thank you from everybody here in Baseball Town with the Reading Fightin' Phils for your attendance, whether you've been here to one game, two games, or a boatload of them. We thank you for coming out to the ballpark. Good night tonight to watch a baseball game, and the Fightin' Phils come away with the win, which makes it an even better night at the ballpark as well. Here's how it went for the Phils. We were scoreless through 5 innings. As I said, Angel Bastardo and Mick Abel both pitched well for their respective teams. Bastardo just making his 3rd start with the Sea Dogs, and, of course, Mick Abel making his 21st start for Reading. Abel ended up going 6 innings, gave up just 1 hit, did not give up a run, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He was very, very good tonight for the Phils. Reading finally got on the board in the 5th, and it started with a 1-out walk to Cody Roberts. And Marcus Lee Sang was the next hitter, and he turned and drove one out of here to right field, 400-plus feet for Marcus Lee Sang, his 3rd home run of the season, his 4th and 5th RBI, and the Phils had the lead at 2-0. However, after Abel came out after 6 innings, the Phils went to the bullpen, and it was Jordy Martinez who came in for Reading in the 7th inning. He gave up a leadoff single to Chase Mydroth. Then it rolled a ball to second baseman Oliver Dunn. His flip to second for the force out pulled Casey Martin off the bag for an error. Blaze Jordan then followed with a single to load the bases. Kyle Teal then followed with a single to drive in Mydroth and make it a 2-1 game. And then Philip Sykes with a sacrifice fly to right field that brought home Hickey and tied the game at 2 apiece. Garnett then retired Bonellis on a strikeout and Corey Rozier on a groundout to get out of any further trouble in that inning and keep it at 2-2. Phils then could not score in the 7th inning, and then Dominic Pipkin came on to pitch the 8th inning, and he was excellent. A quick 1-2-3 for Portland in the 8th inning, which brought the Phils to the plate in the 8th inning. And still facing Wyatt Olds, who was on for his 3rd inning of work, Oliver Dunn walked on 4 pitches, then stole second base. Ethan Wilson then drove one the other way off the left center field fence. Dunn had to hold up, just thinking that it could get caught. It was not. It bounced off the wall, and Al Padrique waved him around at third base, forcing Portland to try to throw him out at home. Chase Mydroth's relay throw was not in time. Dunn scores RBI double for Ethan Wilson, his 24th double of the year, his 58th RBI of the season. And more importantly, the Phils had a lead at 3-2. Wilson went to 3rd on the throw home. So the Phils were in a great position to get an insurance run. But Jalen Ortiz struck out, Baron Radcliffe then struck out, and Casey Martin grounded out to second base. And so it was a 3-2 game. Phils on top as we headed to the 9th. And they brought in Tristan Garnett, the lefty, for Reading in his 2nd save opportunity, needing 3 outs. And he walked the first man in Nathan Hickey. They then brought in a pinch runner for him in Tyler McDonough. Blaze Jordan then followed with a single to put runners at 1st and 2nd and nobody out. Kyle Teal then, while Kyle Teal was batting, there was a swing and a miss and a pitch that went in and out of the glove of Cody Roberts, and on the play, Tyler McDonough, a runner at 2nd, hesitated and then took off for 3rd, and Cody Roberts threw him out at 3rd base for a crucial out in that inning. And with that, now all of a sudden there was a runner at 1st base and 1 out. Kyle Teal then hit a ground ball to Pedro Martinez. He cut down Jordan, the lead runner, at 2nd base for out number 2. Man on 1st base now and 2 outs. Philip Sykes then singles. So the Portland Sea Dogs were not done, but the pinch hitter, Matthew Lugo, goes down on strikes from Tristan Garnett. And the Fightin' Phils hold on for the W tonight. For Portland, 2 runs on 6 hits. There were no errors and 5 men left on base. For Reading, 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 7 men left on base. Dominic Pipkin with his excellent 8th inning of work gets the win. He's now 2-2. Wyatt Olds gets the loss. He falls to 0-6 on the season. Tristan Garnett picks up the save, his first in a Fightin' Phils uniform. Time of the game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Again, played in front of 2,797 here in Baseball Town. So the Phils and the Sea Dogs will go after one another again tomorrow night, 6:45. Phils now lead the series 2-0. Phils and Sea Dogs at 6:45 tomorrow night. Again, Tompkins Plaza opens up at 6 o'clock, and we'll be on the air with our pregame show beginning at 6:30. Portland now falls to 28-31 on the season, and the Phils are now tied with Portland in the Northeast Division of the Eastern League, as they too are 28-31 after winning the first 2 games of this series. That will do it for our broadcast. Before we get out of here for tonight, I want to thank the manager, Al Padrique, for spending time with us tonight in our pregame show, as he has each and every week throughout the season. It's always a pleasure to talk to the skipper. He's always a positive guy, has always good thing to say, and he has really enjoyed his first season here in Baseball Town. Really likes being here in Reading, really likes the community, really likes the whole atmosphere of managing here in Reading, and he would be more than happy, he said so in our pregame show, if the Phillies organization said, Skip, we'd like you to come back and do another year in Reading, and I'm sure the folks here in Reading would feel the same. You can be able to hear that pregame show. Jake Starr, our colleague, will have that interview up for you on social media over the course of the next couple days. Very interesting conversation, as it always is, with Al Padrique. So again, the Fightin' Phils win it tonight by a score of 3-2. They now lead this series over Portland 2-0, and they're now within 3 games again of 500 in the second half. For my colleague in the booth, Jake Starr, my name is Bob McCool. As always, thank you for listening to Fightin' Phils Baseball on the Reading Fightin' Phils Radio Network and/or watching it on the MILB TV app. Hope you'll do the same tomorrow night. Better yet, love to see you here at the ballpark for Game 3 back here in Baseball Town. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a great night.